from the basement of Geek Public Radio and the bowels of the internet. That's right, it's Friday night. That means it's the Mancave right here on Geek Public Radio.
I have no... Hey, what? Hey, we're here. Bueller. Bueller. Butte. Hello.
Wow. Are you okay over there?
I can't...
It's just called a blowjob.
Oh, my bad. Am I even on?
I hear you.
Yes, this is the Mancave right here on Geek Public
It's
Radio.
been a bad day and it's turned into a bad night.
Oh, it's turned into a good night.
It will here.
Look what's in front of me.
You know what? Take that away from him. Hand that down here.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know it's all good. That's why it's all down by him.
Listen, we have a lot of bottles.
A lot of bottles.
That's why I walked.
I'm drinking. I don't want that. I'll take that.
I don't want that. Sure, okay.
I do not drive anything motorized.
It's a lot easier to beat a PI than it is in a DWI.
Yeah, plus if you're an adult walking home, 9 times out of 10 the cops do somebody like, hey, thanks for not driving.
Yeah.
Or they're like, he's stumbling. Well, let's see if he can make it uphill.
Unless you get the... This has been years ago. The Denver, the $1 million court case.
Which $1 million court case?
Lady at a bar calls a cab. Cab's driving along. Cab's speeding. Cab gets pulled over. The cop says, the woman in the back said, I need you to get out too. He said, well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I've been drinking. That's why I called a cab. He said, well, I still need you to get out of the car. She gets out of the car, does what he says. He arrests her for public intox.
Oh, bullshit. That's entrapment.
Right.
Yeah, that's why that woman's... Well, I don't know if it's $1 million, but it was a 6-figure settlement that the city of Denver police had to make with her.
Is it like the $1 million vagina? You know, the coffee vagina?
The coffee vagina.
What's the blue book value on a 68-year-old vagina?
$1 million if you ask McDonald's.
If you ask, what's her name's lawyer, I'm sure it was $1 million.
10%. I'll take that 10%.
Right.
What do you mean you're only taking 10%? It's $100,000, dude. Shut up.
Right.
So anybody do anything interesting this week?
No, I worked 60 hours.
I spent a lot of money.
I tested my wines for specific gravity.
I found a 20-inch gas line after the fact.
That'd make your butt pucker.
I seen that line. I was like, ain't no way that's a gas line. I've never seen one that big.
20-inch gas line?
Yeah.
I don't even think pipelines have 20-inch gas lines.
No, I've crossed cross-country lines. They're not that big.
Well, I mean, where's it going to?
Nobody knows.
Where the hell it wants.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, where you working at? I mean, do they have asphalt down there?
6 plants.
That's probably where it goes to.
Yeah.
Well, but when the gas company goes up and goes, that's not ours.
It's supposedly dead.
Yeah, go ahead
It's
and
been
cut
replaced by an 8-inch.
Really?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Because the 20-inch, I guess, was hit a few years ago, and I think that 20-inch was the one that... you remember the explosions where the 4 or 5 houses blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that same line.
Oh, Jesus.
So part of it has definitely been replaced. They're just not exactly sure which parts have been replaced. And
Is there any way they can test to see if it's still pressurized?
Cut a hole in it.
yep,
Tap it.
drill a hole in it. That's what the gas guy said, and he said, but I don't have a saddle big enough to cover it if it's live. So he wasn't going to do it.
Well,
I don't
what
blame
about the
you.
one guy who was like, "Oh, just cut it."
Yeah.
Yeah,
One guy
okay.
told us,
Go
just
ahead.
cut it out of your way.
Wait till I get back about a mile and a half. Then go.
I said, you guys want to test that thing, just let me know. I'll meet you down there. I'll be down in Allisonville when you do.
Yeah, right.
Tell you what, I'll go home. I'll see the blast from here. Where do you live, Alexandria? That's an
I'll
hour and a
see-
half away. I know.
I'll see you guys on the news.
Well, you didn't, so you know it didn't turn out bad. Didn't hear about it on the news, did you? Everything's okay.
Not yet.
Right? Didn't hear about him drowning, did you?
Did you guys hear that one thing on the news? No.
No.
Good.
Okay.
No.
Bill went to the funniest joke I've ever heard.
Put out a twam.
I know that.
me.
I know that my daughter's been at the hospital all night.
Yeah. Trying to make you a granddad.
And then they sent her home.
And they sent her home. Oh, my God.
Been there, done that when Angie was with the girls. You go in there and you be in there for 8 hours like, well, you're going home now.
The last thing I remember was Libby waking me up saying that she had to go take care of her animals.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was going, well, I don't remember this, but I was told later that she was going to drop some stuff off at the hospital for them because they were making her stay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't remember anything else after that. But apparently that was around 10 o'clock, 10:30.
Yeah.
And they let her go at, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m.
See,
the next day.
Getting back to the alcohol,
Because
like this,
you need more of
This
it.
is good.
it is good, but I'm
Yep.
not sure about the carbonation.
What the hell? There's a floaty. We left a floaty in the...
That's what's added to flavor. Shut up.
Shh, shut up. Everybody else
So
want one.
what we're talking about is the
Well, what do we have? We have the APA,
well, no, this is
that
Wolf's Head,
Wolf's Head.
actually brewed at the Herat.
And
Made in
Muncie.
somebody's bathtub.
Actually,
Yeah.
in Wolf's Head Brewery is the third floor of the Herat.
Okay.
So that's their caramel apple braggart.
That tastes like it has a touch of cinnamon, and I can't tell if it's cinnamon or it's just the apple.
It might be the apple.
I'm
Just the
playing
apple.
it safe.
No.
I'm telling you, it's the apple. I don't. Of course,
Well, my tongue hasn't swollen up, so.
Yeah.
And then we have Bill's cranberry wine.
Yep.
And then we have the Mother of God. Get that away from me before I do something stupid, which Brian is drinking now.
He's like, I'll
Yeah.
take that Wayne for you.
Home brew
He's like, well,
of lemon drop. Is that what
That's
it's called?
that's lemon drop moonshine.
That's the lemon drop moonshine, and it is.
Yep.
It is so incredibly smooth.
I mean, it tastes like lemonade.
I'm about ready to mix it.
You don't need to mix it. That's the problem.
That's the problem. See, I'm drinking this, but it was, my phone. That was easy.
That was easy.
What are you doing?
I don't want to spill it. I have too many electronics.
You ruined the pass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
Drink, pass, man.
working on it.
Had a daughter get her license this week.
He who
Heard
made it,
about that.
he who made it
Drinks
gets
as
to
much
sip
as they
it.
want. Yeah, I heard that the crew dropped by my house the other day so she could go, looky, looky, looky.
Yeah, same here.
Did you get the visit too?
Yeah.
So now we don't have to watch out for the little black car, thank God. There's a big blue truck on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I've lost my truck.
For now.
Yeah.
No, it's
Till I get something else going.
Oh my God.
no the lemon drop. I'm pretty sure you could probably use any type of clear alcohol, like clear liquor.
To make that.
Yeah, you could probably. I mean,
It was clear that I liquored. Oh, wait.
I bet you. I mean, I bet you even gin would taste good in that. Vodka,
Oh, I don't know, gin. That's kind of
gin and juice.
a... Snoop!
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, oh.
I was actually sent a message that don't
How
drain
many
that.
tones you got going on over there?
Well, that's a message on Facebook. I got a message saying, "Don't drain the growler yet. I'm on my way back."
Too bad.
Or not.
Stafford has to take care of his kid.
But the, like, I think I talked about the recipe last week, but it's just 2 cups of sugar, 6 cups of water, 2 cups of like the lemon juice. Like I use the real lemon or the clear liquor. Well, huh?
I was just checking something.
Oh, okay. And then
All I heard was clear liquor.
Better be clear.
Some recipes called for like the tortellini or tortellini or whatever. They make like a syrup that is popular with like the shaved ice, like
Yeah.
right that syrup, right? And I'm just like, it's already got like 2.5, 3 cups of sugar in it. I don't want to add any more sugar to it, and so I just put like 2.
So what you're saying is non-diabetic friendly?
No, it's not diabetic friendly. But it's got 2 tablespoons of
Give it to Jim.
none of
He would take it.
none of the
He
moonshine
drinks everything.
recipes are
Give it to Jim,
diabetic
he likes
friendly. But it's got 2 tablespoons of like the lemon extract. So like the
Like a vanilla extract except it's lemon?
yep. And
Makes
you boil
sense to
that.
me.
It started
Well,
already.
Well, then you cook that up until the sugar's all dissolved, and just let it cool off. Throw you.
Does it turn into like a syrup?
No, actually, it's
That's it, huh?
yeah. Yep. And then
So what's the float?
2.5. Huh?
Is that the lemon extract?
No, those little things up there from when I put it in the freezer to get it cold.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's called ice.
Right.
I'm gonna stab you.
Then
I
like
don't have the energy.
I know, I'm tired.
I put like 2.5 cups of moonshine in it, because like I put 2 cups in. I'm just like, you can't really taste it, and like that's more lemonade than
Yeah.
It's incredibly smooth, but
I
if
wanted-
one of us drank that, they'd be on the floor going la la la. Well, they'd be doing what Chambers did last year.
I wanted something that
What, laying on the floor singing?
With no shirt on.
If he brings that to fourth, we'll find out.
I don't know. Last time I was on my way to getting drunk.
Your
on the
wife
fourth.
can't leave.
No, she's not allowed to go anywhere.
yeah, I'll have some more by the 4th.
She's listening, by the way.
Because
Hello.
Well, that's the rule. Libby's not allowed to leave. Don't even offer to leave.
right? She can't go nowhere.
No
And
worries.
if she does, she has to hide in the trunk.
Yep.
She'll be like the trunk monkey. Hop
Trunk
out
monkey.
with
I love that commercial.
hop out with the walks up to the cop, $100 bill. But
I like the one with him breaking in the car, and there's like the trunk monkey comes sliding out the thing and like
Got
grabs
that
him.
club. Bah, bah, bah.
yeah, then drops him over the bridge. And then like I said, I put like 2.5 cups of moonshine in it because I wanted like the
Something to have a little to it,
yeah, but,
a
because
little weight.
Yeah, but there's no. You would swear to God, there's nothing. There's no alcoholic in that.
And that's
No
that-
alcoholic in that. All right, I'll cut off.
And that's the beautiful thing.
There's no alcoholic in it. There's no alcoholic in it because there's not enough for a swimming pool.
No, officer, there's no alcoholic in that drink.
look into my veins.
Look into my
veins.
Brian's way better at doing that than I am.
Yes, he is, because he started it.
Right. Don't feel sorry for me, because I am already dead. But,
Who can get me this clip? Anybody? Anybody?
Oh,
Beeler. It's
I
got,
want 5.
It's got 6 drums attached to a clip. Well,
So-
6 clips. Wow.
no, because, like,
Bet you the barrel would melt before you get done.
probably. Because I want, if I'm going to make something, I want to make it to where it tastes good, but yet, like, kind of, like, gets things going. Kind of like the strawberry. I'm planning on calling it like the pink panty dropper.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to call it PPD for short, right?
personal protective device.
Right. Because like,
Or it could stand for a couple other things, but that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
get down with
Why start now?
get down with PPD. Yeah, you know me. But a friend of the wife's, they just recently moved, and she had saved a bottle of my wine, and she was drinking it while she was packing, right? She's like, "Oh man, it was great. I got so much stuff done, but I cannot for the life of me remember what tote I put what stuff in."
I, for the life of me, can't remember my name.
Right? I was
Who
like,
are you? I don't know.
I think I moved to the wrong house.
right?
What are you doing here? I used to live here. Well, you don't anymore.
Sorry.
So I was like, I'm not responsible for any type of
Memory loss,
memory loss or anything that happens
confusion,
Who are you?
anal
while
leakage.
anal leakage, while consuming my beverages. And I'm like, because what else do you expect from a guy that makes drinks called the panty dropper and the hollaback girl and the
Now your little disclaimer thing there. Have you noticed the commercials lately for the new drugs? And now that I don't remember it from a
Like
few
all
years
the
ago.
side effects being
No, it's not the
worse
side. Yeah, well, it's that, but they also tell you
may cause death.
don't take if you're allergic to this. How the hell are you supposed to know you're allergic to it? You know,
Have you
people, you're going in asking for something new. Are you allergic to this? Well, how the hell do I know?
Have you seen the one that
Is
says
it, so
may,
is it supposed to cover lawsuits that might happen? Or?
probably? Have you seen the one
Yeah.
that says may cause gambling?
No.
I bet you that they're just putting out there for odds.
But yeah, just
I
next
bet
time
you.
next time you see one of the commercials, listen to it and
Oh,
it'll say,
yeah.
do not take if you're allergic to this.
Or it says,
Right.
to fix this small problem may cause explosive diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and it's like,
Anal
why would you
leakage.
want to do all this to
Right.
fix a little problem?
My cousin years ago went in psoriasis, and he went to get one of them shots or something like that they was come to find out, like every 6 months, if he was doing that, he had to go in and have a liver biopsy done.
Oh, yeah.
He's
You
like,
fix that, but it'll
No.
give you.
No.
It'll fix that, but it gives you a psoriasis.
yeah, exactly. It shuts
Or,
your livers
or,
down, but you
uh,
got clear skin.
cirrhosis.
You'll be pretty on
Right.
the outside, dying on the
Inside,
end.
You'll never be able to sell it in the future.
One sec.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, somebody was telling me that drug companies have a saying that they call 5 by 50. They want every single person to be on 5 of their drugs by the time they're 50 years old. And
That's depressing.
and that's how they do it. They give you the shot for clearing up the psoriasis. Well, then it causes something with your liver. Well, we got a pill for that.
Yep.
So we'll give you the pill that helps you with your
Oh, you got this side effect. You need this pill.
yeah.
Oh, that pill caused this side effect. So you get this. Next thing you know, you're Elvis dying on a toilet.
Exactly.
No thanks. I'll just deal
So
with
help
this.
me God, one of you better come to my house and wipe my ass and pull my pants up if I die on the toilet. I expect that from one of you.
Well, one of
take
us will do
pictures
that, and the
first.
other will,
I don't care as long as you get me off that toilet.
one will do that, and the other will clear your browser history.
Yeah.
I don't have a computer, so we're good.
No, hell, the spot is.
Browser.
I don't get it. I didn't do anything different. Don't take
browser
any pills.
history. I'll come over with a big electromagnet.
Yeah.
What is it they say in Suicide Squad?
Don't do it on this computer. Is
If
all
he
I ask.
shoots me, I want you to do two things. You drop him, and then go clear my browser history.
Right. But I don't know. I'm kind of. I keep forgetting. I need to order tickets.
Oh.
I keep
that-
forgetting to do
that-
that, too.
Yeah. It's like we talk about it here. You're like, we're going to go do that.
Well, next.
We can't.
I
go.
get paid 5 times this month.
Me and Sonny can't go because we will actually be at In Conjunction doing live stuff from the convention.
A convention.
Where's that at?
Indianapolis.
They're looking
What's
for the new
in
Jello Pudding Pop
conjunction?
spokesman.
In Conjunction is a gaming and pop culture convention that happens at the Marriott off of 21st.
Oh, cool.
Well, we'll go for you.
Well, la-di-da,
Right.
we'll
We'll
drink.
let you know.
Well, no, I was like, I was on the thing to get tickets and everything. I was like right there, and Stafford just kind of leaned over and goes, "We're gonna be, we've already got it.
Committed.
Yeah, we paid for the table."
What a
Yeah.
spoil sport, man.
I was like,
Right?
"You got this."
Hand him another. Yeah.
How about just send him?
How about you go run the game,
I'll go drink.
and I'll go with everybody else and consume mass quantities of free alcohol.
And
See-
I'll think about you.
Here's the thing. I know
We'll
my
text
wife's
you.
listening. I need to have her let me know if she still wants to go to that. So
Well, she's gonna be the designated driver if we go.
is she? I thought Heather was drinking. Or so, wait, who's? We got to find out who that is. Because I thought his wife was going to be the DD.
That's fine.
I don't know.
She can drive the Suburban.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Oh, no. Topher sent us an attachment.
Oh, I always it's just something silly.
Okay.
It's a minivan.
I thought
It's
it might
okay,
have
I
been something
forgot that.
about the.
And it says, "Remember, condoms prevent minivans."
Yes, they do. Even though I did watch that Fastest Car on Netflix.
That is
Yeah.
nice.
Oh
That Honda.
my God, that minivan.
The minivan was like the turbos.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like whoosh, whoosh.
Finished
Like,
dead last
holy-
though. That's.
It's like holy crap.
Although, come on. Honestly, the first episode, that truck really wasn't a sleeper.
No.
Everybody knew what was
The
in
white
that thing.
truck.
Yeah, with the girl driving.
Oh, the red truck.
Yeah, the red truck.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like calling the farm truck a sleeper after like 3 seasons of watching it like tear
Yeah,
the
that's
road
just
up.
an old farm truck. I've seen the show, dude. Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah.
I want to get myself on TV so I can get schooled.
Now, okay,
I think I can beat it.
you know,
No, you can beat that. No, you can't. You drive a
There
Miata.
is-
Miata.
I mean, honestly, there was only like a few of those vehicles I would have considered a sleeper.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
there's
minivan.
like the minivan had an intercooler instead of a grill.
Yep.
That's not a sleeper.
Hey, it could have
That's
been
a-
drawn on.
The
Okay.
giveaway.
That could have been
All right?
cardboard.
And when it goes down the road, you hear the exhaust go. "Vroom."
Yeah, hear that shift.
That is not a sleeper.
When it rumbles to beat hell.
All right. The Camaro that had the 6-inch cow hood on it, not a sleeper.
the handicap guy.
No. No, the guy that was with like, was it shitbox racing or whatever?
Yep. Shitbox racing.
Okay, it had, I mean, every bit of, probably a foot tall, I would say, what? Give you?
I'm moist. Or
You're moist.
I'm moist.
Personal
I
problem.
need to be moist.
You're dehydrating.
Yes.
He wants to be moist.
I tell you
I
what,
say Pat's down there bogarting it all.
Pat's just sitting here.
a few more drinks of that, you'll be really moist. You know, when you have a hood with a cowl induction bump in it that's close to a foot tall, and the exhaust sticking out of the front fenders,
Yeah, that's not.
not a sleeper. Okay.
Well,
Now,
you know,
the Brotherhood, those guys that built that rusty olds, they had to cut out a little bit of the hood to get the intake.
I don't know if I got to that episode or not. I haven't watched them all yet.
Oh,
I've seen about the first two.
that one, definitely a sleeper. The electric car, it's like, I tell you what, that electric car was bad because it was
is that
doing
like a motor per wheel?
no, just one motor,
It pretty damn
one
fast.
big motor,
I'll give him credit.
and
Because I mean, that's normally how you get speed out of. I mean, that's how the more of the supercars you get it. Like they literally have an electric motor for each wheel,
the
and then that's when you go vroom, and it goes.
the Tesla, like the P100D Tesla, has 3 electric motors in it, 2 in the back and 1 in the front.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like showing up to one of those races in an Indy car going, I'm fine. It's an electric car.
This is my supercar. Yeah, I bet you it is.
It's super, all right.
It's super. Thanks for asking.
Have you seen the new Formula One cars? Mm-hmm. They look like Tinker toys.
No, yeah.
They all look
They
the
now
same
have
to me.
it's the same car, but they have the new protective
Oh, the Halo.
the halos above
Oh.
the thing. It looks freaking.
They do
funny.
look a little weird. It's
Looks like Fisher Price.
It's the same car, but now they've got a little bitty post that comes up like that, and then right above their head, and they've got a.
So if the car flips,
So-
it won't come anywhere near the head.
So
Oh, yeah.
nothing can get in.
Because you know when they flip, you're like, oh, his head's touching the ground.
Right.
Look at that, his head's bouncing around.
So, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, you know, and when you're a car guy, when people show up in certain cars, you already know, okay, that's probably going to be fast, right? Guy shows up in a Grand National.
Yeah.
That was the fastest car in 1987.
I'll bet you it's not stock.
All right, so number one, you already know it's fast. All right, there's just now somebody shows up in like a station wagon, real quiet, wire hubcaps. You start looking real close, and somebody's, you know, screwed the hubcaps on it, so when you do a burnout, they don't go flying off the car.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking about.
Something like my truck that doesn't rumble, but it'll do a 10-second a quarter mile. How do
Yeah.
you do that? Well,
Yeah.
Nothing is original.
But a lot of times the exhaust doesn't mean nothing because you've cut the exhaust off a bone stock something or other, and it's going to sound louder than hell anyway.
Yeah. You know, oh, it just got a big hole in the muffler. But, you know, me, like, if I was going to run a turbo car and make it a sleeper, All right, I would make the exhaust real quiet. Just so you don't hear that. Psh.
Don't put the stupid ass blow off valves that make so much noise too.
Yeah, I guess I'm betting you can route that blow off valve through a small muffler, so it's not like.
Quiet somehow. Yeah.
It just goes.
Yeah.
Did somebody sneeze?
Well, the thing is, maybe it's just me, but IndyCar ran turbos for a while. Formula One's running turbos right now, and you don't hear that shit on those.
Well, I just googled the top best sleeper cars.
Okay.
The top 12 sleeper cars, they have them by year, is number 1, the GMC Cyclone or Typhoon truck.
Yep.
As long as you take the badges off of it.
Yeah.
280
Turbocharged.
horsepower.
Turbocharged, all-wheel drive.
Twin turbo.
Huh?
A twin turbo, wasn't it? Or just turbo?
Just one. 4.3 liter in a truck.
Said back in '91, it wasn't enough that 60 mile an hour arrived in right around 5 seconds.
Yep.
354 pounds of torque. The turbocharged V6.
Yep.
Number 2,
I've been looking for a Typhoon.
Buick Regal GS.
GS or GN?
GS. 259 horsepower, turbo 4 under the hood. It says the same thing. It says the same as the normal Regal.
Yeah.
So he's already talked about that one. Audi S8. That's not a sleeper. Everybody knows the Audis are fast.
If it says S on it, yeah.
Yeah.
605 horsepower, 4 liter, twin turbo V8.
Just like the S Series Mercedes, got the big V12 in them.
Number 4, the Mercedes-Benz S600. You want to keep talking while I just keep Googling? V12 engine, 5.5 liter twin turbo V12, 493 horsepower, 590 glorious pound-foot of torque.
It says AMG, it's even crazier.
Come on, you want to go? Let's go. Come on. Fire another one off. I'm just waiting.
Probably like a M5, BMW M3 or
M
M5.
Series BMW.
Okay, well, the next one is the Mercury Marauder.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Because it looks like a Crown Vic.
Says that the Crown Vic or the Grand Marquis are the top-selling twin cars. They usually retire into limos.
Or taxi cabs.
302 horsepower V8. And the suspension is what they said what made that car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 6 is the Volvo V70R. It's a station wagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
when Volvo puts an R after anything, yeah.
296 horsepower and 295 pounds of torque. 60 mile an hour in 6 seconds. I'm going to go get groceries. What?
Oh, what's his name? The race car driver.
Paul Newman?
No, Randy Probst. He raced for Volvo for a while. And that right there is like one of his favorite cars because you can get a manual in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's a station wagon, it's a Volvo, and it puts out crazy power, and you can get a manual.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what will the Swedes think up next?
Woody says no audio for the last 10 minutes.
What?
Huh.
Talking to myself.
We are talking to ourselves. But number 8, they say Mazda Speed 6.
Tell him to refresh.
What do you refresh?
Refresh.
Hold on a minute. I gotta yell at Woody. Savior of the universe.
Refresh.
He'll kill every one of us.
Yeah, actually, Woody called me because he was asking about the trip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I dropped the bomb on him Sunday that he had to sleep at Chetty.
Chetty's not going.
What? Well, Woody gets a room by himself again.
Yep.
He don't want to go hang out with us anymore.
I'm trying to find out about this Mazda 6. Libby says we can't hear anything dead air.
I'm modulating. Give it a refresh.
Cobalt SS.
Yeah.
And the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT8. Yeah, that's the 600 or 700 horsepower Jeep.
Now they have the the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that damn thing's like 800 horsepower.
They shoved the Hellcat engine in it. And the thing is bad.
Yep.
Yeah, it's also like 50 grand.
100
grand?
He's proud of that.
The very. But if you get into the computer and see what all it can do,
Yeah, and you can tune that bitch.
right? I mean, it's got like launch modes and
Libby says we can't hear anything better.
See?
She got it.
yeah, but the
We'll have to ask her again. Do you still want to go to the beer thing in Anderson? So you type yes or no.
but yeah, the
Check yes
Yeah,
or no.
what was that? The oh, come on. Oh no, they say the Ford Taurus is number 11.
Somebody
Oh,
Bogart
SHO.
and drinks again.
SHO.
Jesus,
Huh?
he wants the
That's where drinks go to die.
fuck
Super
off.
high output. I think that's what it stood for, wasn't it?
I don't know.
415 horsepower V8,
Yeah, the last
sourced
SHO
from the
was
Corvette.
Huh?
What is that? Oh, that's the Chevrolet SS. Sorry.
Yeah, Impala.
The Oompa Loompa.
Or no, the latest SS.
SS.
Yeah.
that they no longer make.
Right.
Let me pull that Jeep up because they're.
And that's the thing, though. It's like
What'd you
When
say
you
that
pull the
was
Jeep
again?
up, is it
The
French?
Jeep.
Is it in French?
The car.
The Trackhawk.
The Mew.
Jeep. They call it the Trackhawk.
Yep.
Do you have to press 2 for English? Because it
There it
automatically
is.
comes in French.
Oh, they have the Trailhawk too. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh,
Yeah.
that thing's ugly as hell.
What? The Trackhawk?
$86,000, 707 horsepower. It gets 11 cities, 17 highway.
Yep. But if you can afford 90 grand for an SUV, what are you going to worry about 11 miles a gallon in the city?
Oh my God! It's got a 25-gallon tank,
Yep.
so you could pass one gas station.
Keep your foot out of it.
Right.
Curb weight's 5,363 pounds.
There's your killer.
Towing capacity is 7,200 pounds, and it's a 6.2 liter V8.
Supercharged.
Chicka-chicka.
Okay, they got a video here. It's got the McLaren 570S versus the Jeep Trackhawk in the drag race. Yeah, it's not even close. The McLaren takes off first. The Jeep finishes first.
Right.
McLaren what?
Sounds like a typical American.
570S.
Oh,
Sorry.
0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. 645 pounds of foot torque. 8-speed automatic with a manual shifting mode.
Yep.
flappy paddles.
Probably.
The flappy.
Oh,
paddles.
wait a minute.
So
Here we
anything
go.
Like the wobbly sausage.
Could be.
Hennessy Performance took one and they supercharged it.
Supercharged to what?
The Trackhawk.
It was already supercharged.
Well, they tweaked it. Dynamo testing available. Hellcat supercharged 6 Hemi engine. Okay, they're gonna make me read. Hold on a minute.
So,
They can't just put it on the damn page. They gotta hide it in the damn
yep, they sure do.
story. HPE 1000 horsepower.
Yep.
Holy cow. 1012 horsepower at 6,500 RPMs, 969 pounds of torque at 4,200. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Quarter mile in 10.2 at 133 mile an hour. Woo-hoo. The only thing they changed on it, they boosted the supercharger, 14 pounds of boost. They changed everything to stainless steel long tubes.
Yep.
High flow supercharger bypass valve, high flow fuel injectors.
Yep.
They boosted the factory fuel pump upgrade. Blah blah blah. High flow air. Of course, they changed all the gaskets. That's what it says. All necessary gasket and fluid upgrade. Chassis dyno testing.
Well, thanks for that.
They
Well,
test
yeah.
the Hennessy will road test it up to 200 miles to make sure everything works.
For what they charge,
They
better-
put a Hennessy exterior badge on it.
I wouldn't want that. Just throw it in the glove box.
Oh, they changed the serial number, and it gets an interior plaque signed by John Hennessy.
For what they charged, you better deliver it to my house.
Look at
And
what-
the
how much-
plaque better be,
Oh.
like solid gold.
It has to run on 93 octane or above.
Yep.
Synthetic oil only.
Yep.
And
Most of your-
you bitch.
Most
Call
all,
for pricing.
most of all of your new cars are going to synthetics.
Yeah, Libby's car. It's the
Synthetic.
turbocharged, the supercharged. You have to have
Yeah.
synthetic oil, and
yeah.
it has to have
Premium.
premium, or it runs like poop.
I'm seriously thinking about building a car and have it run on E85. Something silly.
Now, somebody told me that the E85 actually eats the motor as it performs.
No. It's just alcohol mixed in with a little bit of gasoline.
I heard that if you may have an issue if you're not supposed to run all E85.
Yeah.
Then you'll have an issue. But if you have a vehicle designed for it,
Yeah. And it's just
You're good.
it's just simply like my Jeep. My Jeep is flex fuel, right? So it actually has a flex fuel sensor in it that samples the gasoline and tells the computer how much ethanol is in the fuel, and they have like different fuel maps. So like if I've been running regular gas and I switch over to E85, like right at first it'll be a funny mixture of E85 and straight gas, and then it'll go to E85. Bzz. So, but
it'll be like, whoa.
But, like I said, the
Juan Solo.
like the Mega Squirt I was looking at, you can wire in a GM flex fuel sensor.
I was going to Google that stuff. That's what I said
Brian?
to everybody else. He's got it one too.
Juan
Yeah, I got it.
Solo.
Okay.
Juan Solo.
Since,
It's always the funny stuff that, they can't see on the radio.
Okay, question for you guys.
um,
Do you know?
Left,
Take it to
because the right
mechanic.
burns? I don't know what.
take it to a mechanic.
Yeah. do you know why there wasn't imported light trucks for years?
No clue.
No clue.
Anybody? A thing called the chicken tax.
The chicken tax.
Yeah. Yeah, something that started way back in.
Ooh, wait, I got it.
Yeah.
The chickens were crossing the road and the little trucks were too fast.
Oh, yes. Yeah, in England
Hey,
they call those shooting brakes.
What is that?
Another thing
What?
that you
Callaway
can
wagon.
another thing you can blame on Johnson.
Yeah,
Johnson?
yeah.
Blame all kinds of stuff on Johnson. He always gets me in trouble.
Johnson.
Not that Johnson.
Oh, sorry.
Special Agent Johnson? This is Special
Lyndon
Agent
Johnson,
No Russian,
because
no
like
Russian.
something about like Europe was going to put tariffs on like sorghum and
Sorghum?
uh,
Damn near killed him.
U.S. chicken.
U.S.
It was like
chicken.
France and West Germany were putting up big tariffs on U.S. chicken.
Yep, and then
So we taxed
so we did too.
starch or potato starch, dextrin, brandy, and light trucks.
Boy, that matches.
And the only thing that's really stuck is the light truck one. That's why when import trucks like first started coming over, they weren't all that cost effective because there was like a 25% tariff on them.
Oh, wow.
And that's why you have all of your foreign trucks are made in the U.S. now.
Yeah.
No
makes
import
sense.
tax.
Is that why...
Subaru Brat had seats in the back.
Yeah, the old shit handles. Or old shit sticks.
well,
Yep.
Ford's first little truck was a Mazda?
Courier,
Yeah. And then Chevrolet's Love truck was made by...
a Suzu.
Is that how they got around the...
Yep.
They didn't have to get around the tax? That makes sense now. Tell you what, that little Couriers, rust to hell, but damn, they'd run forever.
The the new transit vans they have, like the small ones, are made in Turkey.
Did not know that.
Even the ones that are shipped here to be work vans,
Yeah.
they will bolt a couple of rows of seats in them. That way, when they ship them here, they're considered a passenger vehicle.
And the seats come out when they get here.
The seats come out when they get there. They throw them in a container and ship them back to Turkey.
Awesome.
There's like a warehouse.
Hey, I don't want you to lick me.
There's like a warehouse that Ford pays guys, and they just bring the vans in. They get in there, the impact, zoop, 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 zoop.
Slap the seats in it and go.
Ship it on out. You know what that one?
Was that the what was it? The same thing they said about the Lamborghini Countach when it was popular. It could be built and shipped over here, but once it arrived, they had to decide whether to take either the front wing or the back wing off.
No.
Because once it hit the United States, they couldn't run with both wings because nothing in the United States police force could catch it at that time.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
But we'll offer you this great aftermarket wing to go on the front.
Most of the.
Well, they said that if any cop ever saw a Countach with both wings, it was an automatic ticket and impounded.
Yeah.
If they could
Most
catch it.
cops might- Yeah, right.
True.
Most of the time when those
Cannonball.
cars come over here, it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
It's either the glass or the mirrors or
Yep.
Something-
Bumpers.
bumpers. More
Bumpers
likely.
is a big one. Because like our bumpers here have to meet certain
Crash standards.
And now we actually have, like you notice, like all cars are beginning to look all the same.
Yeah, Fords look like Chevys, Chevys look like Dodges,
Yeah.
Dodges look like
Yeah, like the
The
front
place
of the
is
car.
mass hysteria.
Well, Ford's going to quit making everything.
Yeah,
everything but the
trucks.
F-150 and the
Mustang.
Focus.
Mustang and Focus.
'Cause that's their top sellers.
The cars all look pretty similar in like the side profile, especially in the front end, because of the pedestrian crash standards.
Starting to turn into like NASCAR, where they're starting to get, okay, to be safe, you
they
have
got
to
a
follow
template.
these templates.
Yep.
Yeah, well, what
We'll place it
is,
over the car.
like they actually test like the front end of cars hitting dummies, and the dummies have to go like a certain direction and not be like ran over or anything. There's the
Or
front
go
end of
into
the
the
car is
windshield,
supposed to be designed to where it like comes up on the car instead of underneath the car.
Whoever
So
just
what
went
you're
by
saying
on the
is-
Harley, screw you. That's all I'm going to say.
So what you're saying is like if somebody,
could
if
be
you
mine.
build a car that had
Yep,
this
sure.
little scoop on the front, that as soon as you hit somebody, it would detect it and flip them over the back of the car,
Well,
Like a big pancake flipper.
like a Cadillac or like cattle catcher.
he was
Actually-
fine until he got hooked in that pancake thing. Then he went 100 feet in the air.
Actually, have you ever watched those like crazy like
Life Olympics.
video shorts or whatever from
Russian
like,
drivers?
Yeah.
Those are funny.
Those are hilarious. No, like they'll have like crazy like video shorts from like way back in the day of like different inventions and things. I guess in the 30s, a guy actually invented a deal that looked like a cattle catcher, but it was like fabric, and was designed
To catch people.
to catch people and like wrap them up, so you didn't run them over with your car. It's like, oh well.
Nice.
Wow.
Back then, your brakes didn't work all that great, so
We'll put a fabric cow catcher, a person catcher.
all right, it's a people catcher,
What kind of brakes you got? Leather, you pull on this handle.
pretty much.
Is that an oh shit handle? No, that's an oh shit people handle.
Yeah, that's
I didn't see them. Porsche. Oh, sorry.
so.
Who remembers that one? Huh? Anybody? Bueller?
Uh,
It was me, you in the front seat, and about 5 people in the back of the Ford.
was that with Clay driving?
No, that was me driving, and Clay was my spotter.
Oh yeah,
Brian's like, I think you can make the left. Go ahead. Clay's like, yeah, it's clear. Porsche.
right. Almost sideswiped a Porsche downtown Indy. I remember that now.
That's the whole thing. Clay's like, oh, look, a 40, man. I didn't think black people actually drank those things.
Oh, yeah, I remember that night.
It was Grambling State versus
It was
Georgia or something like that.
Yeah, it was the classic.
The classic, yeah. And
It was
it's
going
like
on downtown that weekend.
nothing but
Lacrosse,
African American people downtown, and Clay's screaming, and here's a white car. I'll just say a white car. Because the darkest person we had, I think it was Brian, because he was still working outside at the time.
I don't know. But,
Yeah, we just went down Circle Center Mall that night.
Yep, Battletech.
but we digress. But no, that was like one of the interesting things tidbits I have stuck in my brain was like about the chicken tax.
But, the funny thing about it is, like you said, like Chris, like Topher said, with the templates. Sooner or later, I mean, you could have Ford, Chevy, and Dodge build the exact same car down to the same bolt. It's the same car. 3 different names. Chevy people are going to go to the Chevy car. Ford people are going to go to the Ford car. And Dodge people are going to go to the Dodge car. It's the same fucking thing.
And in 12 months, the Dodge people are going to trade in their Dodge
For another Dodge.
on a Chevy or a Ford because like the transmission gave out.
Because it was built in Kokomo.
But
No, that's why I'm just surprised so many Jeeps are on the road today, considering how many knuckles I made.
well, Jeep for the longest time was like their own entity. I remember standing there talking with like my I think my uncle.
No, Jeep was part of AMC, wasn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
I only know that because my driver's manual for the truck says AMC Jeep.
Jeep was having problems with the automatics they were getting from Chrysler there in Kokomo. And the Jeep engineer was like, listen, either fix it or we will go find somebody that can build us a transmission to our specs.
No, you ain't going to find anything else around here. Really? Watch.
Right.
Oh, hold my beer!
Right, but Jeep is that way,
Yeah, they want it their way.
It'll be exciting to see the new Bronco.
If it ever comes out.
Oh, they revealed it at an auto show. And they're planning that and bringing back basically a Bronco 2.
Yeah.
And they're planning on making the Bronco compete with the Jeep Wrangler. So people are speculating straight axles, like serious, like off-roady, capable
big kind of rock
vehicle.
crawler kind of.
That's the original Bronco.
Yeah.
Not an OJ Bronco.
No.
It'll be interesting because
Will
if
they
come
sell a
out,
white OJ version?
They might sell it, but it comes with a blow-up black man driving.
You can't get the Eddie Bauer, but we got an OJ.
It'll be all white. It'll have one little orange pinstripe back to a little glass of orange juice
and
in
a
the back.
splash of red in the leather seats in the back. With the inflatable black man in the
the Al Cowling is extra.
That's what I said. The inflatable black man in the seat.
Yeah, but that's extra.
Yeah, okay.
We was going to call it the Al Cowling, but no one knew who he was.
That's a package you can get.
I want the Al Cowling. I want the AC. What is it?
No,
AC
they'll call that the Hot Pursuit package.
Oh, there we go.
But it only goes 45 mile an hour.
Exactly.
And it attracts cops wherever you go. Damn it.
But
what happened to the OJ Bronco?
It was sold at auction last year.
Probably
For
a pretty
like-
penny.
For like
Probably.
$40,000. It didn't go for anything what they thought it would. And a collector bought it to put it in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still more than that Bronco was worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought that OJ was going to try to buy it just to keep it, and they're like, he doesn't have the money.
It's like he's broke.
But he did. The guy that bought it wanted him to sign it, and he told him to F off.
Well, the only reason it was, it's not like it was famous for anything other than like one of the bad times of his life.
You ever think that Henry Ford, what is he, like the 16th now, whichever one's alive?
He was a Nazi?
Well, besides that.
Oh.
The 16th?
No, the newest Henry Ford.
The newest Henry
Oh,
Ford.
no, the original Henry Ford was.
I'm just saying that, that you think his wife or maid or somebody, Mr. Ford, you're on TV again. What did OJ do this time? And they're like, yeah, OJ, keep driving. Keep that Ford up there. Every time they
OJ,
say
what'd you
Ford, I
say?
get a penny.
Sort of like Carl Jr.
Carl
Carl
Jr.
Jr.
Yeah. Don't say Carl Jr. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I had a Pizza King sub.
Oh, you suck.
Bastard. Wife has all the money.
Don't they all?
No,
So-
she has the bank card.
Well,
We can't break. We're broke. We got to talk about Carl's Jr.
We
some
just
more.
said
To
Carl
all-
Jr.
Yeah. To all
Carl's Jr. That's
five,
three.
all 5 of our listeners,
We'll be back.
We'll be back. We got to take a break. You're listening to
After
The
these
Man
messages,
Cave
we'll be right
on Geek
back.
Public Radio.
Bye.
You're listening to The Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Anyway,
We're back.
you know, if we had a competent, engineer,
Engineer.
he'd add a third name to that.
Right.
I did. I just got to move it over.
Oh, so he's lazy.
No,
Click, drag, click,
No, no.
drag.
You're going to
It's-
give poor Brian a complex.
It's a lot more than
I'm
just
too old to have a complex. I don't give a
quick
shit.
dragging.
Here's a philosophical question, though. Are you really here if your name's not introduced?
Am I really anywhere?
Uh-oh. Wait a
Is
second.
anybody truly there?
Are you there? Are you
Kind
here?
of like,
Or are we all just figments of somebody else's
Is
imagination?
it real or is it Memorex?
Sometimes I feel like that guy sitting in the chair with the music in front of him with the speakers.
I was earlier today. Then the neighbor decided that they're going to be cute and put the boombox outside and
Oh!
run around and do whatever.
It's a challenge.
And I was like, "Aw."
Challenge accepted.
So I came in here, sat down, and put in like
Legend?
Motorhead, and it was like you cranked it all up, and I was deaf
Ace
for
of
like
Spades?
an hour.
Hey.
Yes, that's actually what I started off with. It was Ace of Spades and
Who would win in a guitar battle between Lemmy and God?
trick
question.
Lemmy is God.
Yes.
Airheads.
He's a cop. Wait, Lemmy. No, God. He's a cop. 80s music.
Makes me
movies.
want to go watch that.
You can't find it. You pretty much got to own the damn thing. I think Brendan
It's 'cause I
Fraser's buying
did.
all the copies so you can't see it.
That was somebody put something up on Facebook the other day. I'd seen it before, and it said it was a picture of Justin Bieber. Said canceled his show in Canada because he had a stomach ache. And then it
Yeah.
showed Ronnie James Dio closed out the largest rock festival in the world, dying of stomach cancer.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, didn't
I
they
do
say
own
that
it.
the lead singer of Judas Priest was performed his last show with cancer pretty much riddled his body?
Judas Priest, he's still alive.
No, the
Yeah.
lead singer, he died.
Rob Halford?
Didn't he die?
No.
Who am I thinking of?
Ronnie James Dio?
No. I don't know. Who cares? Oh, the hell with it. Nobody's listening anyway. The hell with it.
yeah, he's still alive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because they just brought a new album, and Sean Brown just watched him down in Texas
Yep.
this week.
Did you know that...
Last week.
I told you last week that ABBA is back in the studio, didn't I?
I've seen something on a
God help us all.
Breaking the law. Oh,
ABBA.
ABBA.
Wearing a bra, wearing a bra.
Airheads, 1994.
because I think I have a DVD I bought for $5 that has Airheads and PCU on it.
PC. I remember PCU.
PCU was
PCU.
awesome.
God.
And
Holy hell.
What's
Has anybody
crazy
seen a
is,
picture of Judd Nelson lately?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He goes to the Gary Busey form of hairstyling.
Looks like he's trying to stay young. It's not working.
He,
And what's sad is like you watch PCU back then, you're like, oh man, that's crazy.
Nowadays,
It's like really happening now.
right?
You know, it's like
PCU cast. 1994 also. An hour and 20 minutes. Airheads was an hour and 32 minutes.
all I know is PCU had who in it?
It had
Jeremy Piven,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremy Piven.
Piven.
John Farrow, David Spade, Jessica Walter, Megan
not
Ward,
even-
George Clinton.
Right?
yeah George Clinton and the P-Funk
P-Funk
All-Stars.
All-Stars. Right?
I also had Jake Busey in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
one of those is like
I was more interested in George Clinton and the P-Funk
Who's the second guy you
All-Stars.
named?
right
John Favreau.
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 He directed the Iron Man movies.
Yes.
Oh,
Who
man.
my
I didn't.
dumbass just finally watched
I
Civil War.
I didn't exhale.
Watch what?
Civil War.
Well, you watched it before me, then.
You haven't seen it yet? It's on Netflix.
I might watch that some.
Yeah,
this
it's
weekend.
good.
It's not bad.
My favorite line in PCU. I didn't exhale.
Sale?
Yeah.
You're my guy.
That is sad that the people that are now dead are in black and white.
What's that from?
PCU.
There's dead people in that?
Well, they are now. Chris Young, Matt Ross,
I never heard of him.
Matthew Brandon Ross is an American actor, director, and screenwriter. Captain Fantastic. 2006. Oh, he's still alive. Never mind. It's just a bad picture. God, he should be dead. He looks terrible. He looks worse than Judd Nelson.
Yeah, what about Judd Apatow?
Judd Apatow.
You know,
Who's that?
you know what other movie I have at the house
W.S. Dallas.
that has Iron Man in it
Behind the Green Door.
before he was Iron Man?
Ferris Bueller.
No.
The
Johnny
one
B-
with
Johnny B.
Johnny B. Good's a good one. Less than zero.
I was gonna say back to school.
Back to
with-
school. Wearing the football helmet with a rocket through it. Nice.
That was a good one. No,
UCC.
but Less than zero, where he was like the drug addled.
He's looking it up. What the hell, man?
no,
I
I'd
typed in
like-
less in Google. Less than zero pops up. James Spader.
It's listening to your. Yeah, he was in that too.
Yeah, he was like the drug dealer that was.
Wow.
What's funny is
By
the older
or
he
whatever.
got, the deeper his voice got.
1987.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like Stargate, it was
Yeah.
like a regular voice, and then if you look at Boston Legal, he already had that. We can drop down into that.
Kiss,
But that
Kiss,
was,
Bang, Bang, 2005.
But like the.
Oh, and by the way, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch Back to School right now for free.
Yep.
Back to School is on the free movies on cable.
Is it really?
Yes. Because every time I'm bored on a Saturday morning or
'Cause-
Sunday morning, I watch Back to School.
The people in black and white ain't dead, Pat.
I just said that.
They're just it's the
Bad
the,
pictures.
the good, like
Even
the-
though-
I'm going to take a black and white photo.
That new movie is kind of like a remake of Back to School.
Which one?
The one with Melissa McCarthy in it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but-
yeah. Where she
Plays the
Gets
same character
divorced
over and over and over.
gets divorced and goes back to school with her daughter.
They're remaking. They remade. What's it called?
Hello, that's your story.
Overboard.
Yeah, I don't even see that.
It
with,
was with
Fair.
a guy playing the girl
Yeah,
part
the
and a girl
roles are
playing the guy
opposite.
part.
Yeah, but, did we cross up? What the hell?
Crossing the streams.
I don't know what happened.
the
I just got this
blonde-
back in my hand.
The blonde
He's
from
like, thank you.
Amber Farrah. She's in the Scary Movie movies.
Farah. She
she's
was
also
married
in, like,
to
Moms or
what's his
whatever that
name?
is on TV.
Still married.
I thought they got a divorce.
God damn it! Now you're making me Google.
Chris Pratt.
Is it? No.
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris. Thank you.
So how much did that damn movie make?
Which one?
The newest Avengers.
Oh,
it's something
it's still being
crazy.
made. It's 700. Well, last time I checked, it was like 740 billion.
Yeah, you're.
And
Yeah,
that was
yes.
before it went overseas.
Yeah, Anna Faris and Chris Pratt have gotten a divorce.
Boy, Anna Faris and got a divorce, and the lead singer of the Cars and his wife just got a divorce.
Oh wow, he's married forever.
Yeah,
Hell, they got married back in the '80s, didn't they?
yeah. Paulina Porposkova.
Yeah, she was super
Porposkova.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
What
You know what she
look
said?
like now?
She the same, just older. They released a statement that they had been separated for over a year, and that her car and his car we're not going the same direction, and sometimes it's better to be a bicycle than a car. And everybody was like,
What?
What?
why can't you just say you got a divorce?
Sometimes
like,
it's
are
better
you
to be a
high?
bicycle than a car. That translates to, I can only afford a bicycle now.
Oh, no, because
It's like, are you high?
Yes. But I didn't excel.
Rick Osick and Paulina Portsgrove have split after nearly 30 years. And she still looks the same.
She look good.
Yeah. He doesn't. I think somebody forgot to tell him he died. Look at this picture, Bill. Hold on a minute as soon as it pops up. She's got the creep factor in it.
He
You can
looks
see it in
like
her eyes.
Alice Cooper now.
Yeah, look. I mean,
What's
it's
funny is
she's
like
smiling,
you know,
but she's
like
creeped out
Alice
smiling.
Cooper actually looks normal nowadays.
Hey,
Like versus what you know.
doesn't she look like she's petrified because there's a dead man hanging onto her?
Ouch.
That's because Alice Cooper was like a day from dying.
But now he looks normal though. Like
Yeah.
if you look at him,
Well, yeah,
out
when you look at
golfing.
him.
Well, it was like when he's out golfing and doing whatever, he looks,
He was
No.
such a bad alcoholic. He was like 2 days away from dying
Oh,
at
wow.
one time.
Well, they say that there's a documentary that most of the huge heavy metal gods back in the 80s, before every concert, they were receiving blood transfusions to keep going from all the drug use and all the
No, that I don't
diseases
know.
back then.
That I don't know.
Because they said that why did they come up with that idea in Rockstar with the Mark Wahlberg? How it shows the dude getting a blood transfusion before the thing. That's the way it was. They said that they were riddled with so much drugs that they had to pump them out of their drugs to get them to perform.
okay, what we're gonna do is pump your stomach and then like completely give you an oil change.
Well, yeah, they were basically pumping new blood into him and straining the other one so they could save it for the next concert so
No.
they could put it right back into him.
I knew the George Jones song, He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Yeah,
Took him over a year to record it.
because of his abuse.
Drinking.
And it was the talking part.
He stopped loving her.
Because he could sing and be trashed. But he drank
He
just a
couldn't
little
talk.
bit, he starts slurring.
Slurring.
So they took him a year to find him sober enough to do the talking part of that song.
No, I believe it.
They said, who was it that did Dukes of Hazzard? Waylon Jennings?
Mm-hmm.
They said that he would come in to do the speaking parts of the Dukes of Hazzard. They'd have to follow him on when he was out on tour and get him to the nearest radio or place that he could be recorded. So, like, if he was in Indianapolis and this was the closest one, they'd call here and set it up. And he'd come in with a fifth of whatever he was drinking and a bag of whatever he was smoking and sit there and record. They'd make like 2 hours of recordings so they could get the 5-minute speech
Oh, wow.
because he was so out of his mind on whatever.
But the weird thing is those guys can like turn around and be like, you know, let's wasted and just slurring their speech and doing whatever. But like you put a mic in front of them and they sing.
Great.
Well, that's what he said. They said he could sing and perform trashed.
Well,
Yeah.
But when they put him in to do the speaking parts of that, because, you know, he had to read. And,
Yeah.
you know, when you got eyelids
Look at,
open, like, you know, the size of a pin.
look at Mel Tillis.
Oh, yeah, he'd stutter unless he was drunk.
Right?
Right?
What we got to do
Mel Tillis.
is tune it.
All right.
That worked better than I thought.
All right.
Sounds like
So-
shit. And it's wet. Sorry.
But, you know, you listen to him sing, you wouldn't believe he had a stutter.
Yeah, he's got that godly voice.
You know, but you see him in Cannonball Run, he's all like that.
Everybody thought that was an act.
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
everybody's like, no.
Anybody who watched Hee-Haw knew that it wasn't an act.
Right.
Now, I've heard that
Blue despair and agony on me.
the way John Wayne talked and the way Marilyn Monroe talked was so they wouldn't stutter. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's true.
John Marion, his real name, Marion,
Yeah.
Marion
had a
Wayne.
real bad lisp or a speech impediment.
Something.
And he had to draw
James
it out
Earl
so he
Jones.
wouldn't. Yeah. He
I heard
had
the same thing about James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I heard Marilyn.
And
I'm
Marilyn
pretty sure
Monroe
it's
had
Mar-
that wisp, or the lisp, not the lisp, the husky, the voice
a
that
deep
she,
wolf voice.
whatever,
I don't know.
that way she wouldn't Stutter.
Yeah, but they said there was reasons.
Well, what was that movie about the king and the stutter speech?
The King's Speech.
The King's
King
Speech?
speech. The
Thank
king
you.
and the stutter speech.
Shut up.
You just add too many words.
They said that basically, unless he was pissed, he couldn't talk.
Well, that's what you do. Is like somebody come up and punch you in the face, and then you just go out and talk.
Well, I gotta go
Like-
talk. Come kick me in the nuts.
My fellow people, that son of a bitch hit me in the middle.
Like, you
Off
jerk-
with his head, King England.
It's just like,
Hang on,
have you seen? I saw a joke. It was like, a guy was like, getting kicked in the nuts hurts worse than childbirth. And the girl was like, well, have you ever gave birth to a child? He's like, no, but after you all have one child, you're all like, let's have another one. You never hear a guy the guy saying, hey, kick me in the nuts again.
Yeah.
Unless you're on Jackass.
And then they got paid for that shit.
They're like, I need another car.
Time to film again.
Hit me in the nuts.
I mean, that's with a golf club this time.
We just had Jackass. Let's do Jackass 3D.
Don't give them any ideas.
They already have it.
Those really? In 3D.
Well, they must really believe in
Either
the
you
film.
have a visitor or the dog
Just
open
walk out
the
the front door.
They must really believe in it if they're filming it in 3D.
It's the fat bastard.
Is it?
Supposedly.
The supposed fat bastard?
On television.
Either we're being haunted or he's coming up the stairs.
Yeah,
It's
he's-
coming up the
he's-
stairs!
Both.
He's making his
It's-
way up.
It's
Both.
coming.
Yeah, I know, and it stays in your bathroom, you
It's
creepy
it's
bitch.
coming right at us.
Or is Woody, oh, it's coming right for us. Oh, it burns, it hurts.
There was a glass over here that Cinnamon Boy couldn't.
It's Bill's fault. He drank it all.
I didn't drink it all.
Yeah, he did.
Can you hand me the glass that was...
The empty one?
Yeah.
Bill
All of them should be empty.
They
by
say they're
now.
all empty.
We
missed out on partaking of the beverage. They were not frosty, however.
There are a couple right there. if you
They
want
were
to
they were
take it.
nicely chilled.
There's
Okay.
what's left. How's
Take
that?
a swig of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, before you take a drink of that, by the way, it's even smoother.
He's like,
Now it smells the same,
Yeah, it does smell the same.
and it's even here it comes. Oh, good God! Come on.
It's gotten better in a week.
Yeah, he's quiet.
I might have to tomorrow make some more.
Oh.
Because I think I have.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring that shit out tomorrow.
What's that?
The stuff that I have sitting in the cabinet.
Okay.
how long has it been sitting in the cabinet?
Over a year.
What is it?
It's been racked off. It's straight moonshine,
It's
but it's
just
been
need to
sitting in a
distill
dark,
it.
cool place.
Yeah, we'll fire up the new.
Cranberry.
See what it does. I mean, if it's a waste of time, it's a waste of time. But
No, we'll distill
That one
something
seems a
off
little
of
bit tartar to me than the last one.
that's better. That's not bad. Oh, sure. He shows up in 2 seconds and it's all gone.
Well, there wasn't much.
Yeah, he walked in with like a
Yeah.
quarter of a.
Shut up! I'm trying to make him feel bad.
We saved you some. It's like a one slice pizza or one slice of pizza out of a
Yeah.
28-inch pizza.
No, it's the pizza crusts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
well,
saved
we-
you some.
We
That's
left
some
you the
dipping
crust.
sauce.
There's nothing there. There's a piece of sausage on that bread.
We left you the crust and half a thing of garlic sauce.
Here's the pizza bones and something to dip it in.
The pizza bone.
We didn't give them to the dog this time.
That's not too bad. Like I said, when somebody shows up at your house and says, "Hey, I got 50, I got like 50 pounds of cranberries. You want to try to do something with them?" Uh-oh.
Mic change.
Yeah, it's like somebody shows up at your house and it's like, "Oh, I got like 50 pounds of cranberries. You want them?" It's like,
Dear God,
My wife requested hair.
that's loud.
Compared to the other, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I still have some.
What?
I should bring some next Friday.
Of the pear?
Yeah,
That pear was good.
Don't do that. She'll get me yelled at.
we don't have to say it's
Did
pear.
you notice he said she'll get me yelled at? All right, you're cut off.
All right, like I said, we don't have to say it's pear.
Ooh, this tastes a lot like pear, but it's not, Angie.
This is not the pear that
This
you're
is
looking
not
for.
pear wine.
But I want it to be.
I'm really hoping the grapevines take off again this year because that grape wine that Chetty made was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That grapevine is old.
Yeah, it's like
I want to come
six-
get a start off of it.
Libby
That-
said anytime, man. That's,
I know.
That has been there for,
I've got.
Yeah, 60, 70 years at least.
yeah.
At
long
least.
as I can remember.
Yeah. I mean,
bought
the man
some,
died when he was in his 90s, so
yeah.
it's
I bought some stuff called Clonex.
smooth.
It's like a rooting hormone, so you get a start off of it. Put that Clonex on the bottom of it. Boop.
I'm not sure. I think Chetty
Wait,
took some
it's
off of
it's a what hormone?
Rooting.
Root. Okay,
rooting.
because like when you said it fast, it sounded like you said it was a roofie hormone, and I was just like,
You
I-
never know.
I
still say
like, I don't think that's like something we need to like discuss.
I still say we got to call Woods' offspring Groot.
I am. Oh, funny.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm sorry. That came to me, and I was like, "That's funny." We
Or
need to call
Sprout.
it Groot. Sprout, sapling.
How is Aaron, their Uncle Stafford?
Okay, I suppose. I didn't see him today.
He was there yesterday.
Not when I got there.
I said, well,
I
that
just
no,
missed
what
him.
day, whatever day I went by, and they were all sitting on the front porch.
You know, that day that you
Yeah.
weren't there, he was there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so what do you think of the manly things we put together downstairs?
He didn't even notice.
Yeah.
What, the piss poor parking lot jobs?
I don't want to hear it. I parallel parked perfectly. Thank you.
What, could you not get into the parking?
No,
or
but Bill is totally at my mercy. And Bill goes nowhere unless I wish him to.
I can go
Oh
forward.
yeah, that's right. You did.
Yeah, you
pull
can
into
go
the,
forward.
You did pull into the thing.
The trap. The
thought I
trap
got-
has been sprung.
Oh, I
Well,
thought
he-
I got far enough over to the left.
Right one.
Well, I didn't want to drive through their yard.
Oh,
I thought about parking right in the front yard out front, because I think I could have fit between the back of the Tahoe and the back of the Buick.
right.
What's funny is like I look out the window and I don't see his car. I just seen the back of yours. I was like, yeah, he's here.
Well, we figured either it was you or the dog learned to open the door.
I would not put it past him.
Like I said, next week I'll see what I have to bring. I'll bring
Meat.
something.
Mead.
Mead.
It won't be.
Mead.
I won't be able
Mead.
to make it that fast.
Well, it wouldn't be very good. You know, like
Yeah.
everything I've seen is like 9 months of like sitting in a in a carboy or in a bottle in somebody's basement.
So he needs
Right.
a time stone.
No, but I have been looking into the mead, and
It's damn tasty,
it is
What's the difference
tasty.
between mead and beer?
honey.
Honey.
Price.
Well, that and like mead is
Quality.
basic. Yeah,
People
mead
drink
is basically like a wine that the sugar is honey. Beer, you make a wort with like your hops and whatever else you want to put in it, and you boil it, and then you. I don't want to put all that work into it when I can go spend $20 and buy
Yep.
some beer.
Right.
As long
Yeah.
as it's not Natty Light, it still qualifies as beer.
Right, right.
Natty Light is liquid
the-
tasting beer.
No, the lightest beer I get is like Coors Light. That's like the lightest, beer I will get.
Coors Light?
Yep.
Yeah, I like a good Coors Light.
Budweiser.
Ugh.
Not light.
The queen of beers.
The penguin. The call's coming from inside the house. Shh, 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 shh. What was it that penguin used to say?
Doobie doobie doo.
Was it just
Doobie
doobie doo? Was that
Bud
it?
Ice. Yeah, Bud Ice.
Yeah,
Doobie
dude.
doobie
I thought he used to say
doo,
something
beware
like
the penguins.
yeah, I thought it was like is the beer in the house or something? Then he'd go doobie doobie doo.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I
Have
could
to
see
look it
like
up.
a horror movie
Because
style commercial for like that. It was like, is the beer in the house? Doobie Dooby-doo.
Well,
It's
remember they had that one commercial
something
where
like a shadow passes by and you hear it.
the woman would scream when the phone answered, then the phone would ring back as the cops. The calls are coming from inside the house. Get out of the house.
I'm telling you, you still need to make like the frustrated killer movie. All right.
Oh no, I so want to do that, and like
All right.
end it with like because and you have all the stuff that goes on in the first part of it, and as the killer dejectedly walks down the road, you think it's a setup for like I know what you did last summer,
Just run over.
but then they call the cops.
He turns himself in.
Right.
I can't take it no more.
Right.
And it's just like
That or-
like the killer's laying there like and they're like one person's like, no, dude, we need to just throw the body, we just keep on driving, nobody will know. And he's like, yeah. And then the other guy's like, no, I'm calling the cops right now. And he's like,
Walks away with the old
and he just gets up and walks
the
away.
Hulk theme.
That would be hilarious.
You know, I do have the black boots, black pants, the black shroud with the white ghost mask.
Yeah, but it has to be expressive, so I think we're gonna have to go with like a regular person's face because it's like the whole.
Right.
I'm ugly enough. I could pass as a killer.
Or that or like he gets so frustrated that like
Or we can
you
get
see him all on the couch like drinking beer.
What's up?
Or we get like the different emotions of like the faces like excited and then like sad and whatnot. So like we just change out masks.
Or to see him standing
You
by the
could
corner.
call
of
it. You could call it the emoji killer.
I was
Right.
thinking about like like 90s horror 2.0 or like now it's just the general description. Like if things happen,
The
those
Killer's
movies
Bad
happen
Day.
now
Killer's
or whatever.
Bad Day.
It's like
No, serious, because you're talking about you need all these different facial expressions, right? Just call it the emoji killer, and like all of his facial expressions
just
are
be emojis.
emojis,
He's like as he's sitting here ready to kill somebody, he's like all smiley.
right?
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And just as like he's getting ready to stab somebody, switch to the devil. Like,
And then when it doesn't go through, it's the poop emoji.
Right? Or like the frown, like the one little tear. Yeah.
like him laying there, like, and
I'm bored. Nobody wants to have sex or drink or do anything or walk in the woods alone.
Right.
speaking
You want
of
a
that,
beer? Nah, I gotta drive.
nah, I gotta go drive too. Like,
Show a picture of a woman walking in the woods alone. He's like, oh, and it's a group of friends later around the corner. Aw.
hey! If we learned nothing from last week's episode of Eminem, never walk in the woods alone.
Eminem.
Metal on Madness.
What if it's your
I'm sorry, I
own
don't listen to
wood?
that show. What radio station's it on?
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know, Pat. Right now, I'm doing research for it.
Oh, good for you, but you're still in the man cave. How you
So
like them apples?
Is that what this show is?
No.
What if
Well,
it's your own
before
woods?
you go all that, we do talk about and promote this show.
I know, because
We
I hear
do-
Stafford all the time going, I didn't think Pat listened to this show.
So
Seriously,
just
what
think
if,
about that. Anybody who listens to both, is
I
like,
hear
you guys
that,
are a
and then
bunch
once
of-
I hear him say that, I turn it off.
no,
You
like,
should listen. I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead. I didn't mean
What
to
if-
cut you off, but
I'm sorry, what if
Somebody's been cutting
it's
Buffy
what if
Cat.
it's your own woods?
Oh.
nobody knows. That's the thing. Is like the rules are never go out alone, without a sidearm and a personal locator beacon. Never be the last in line. Never be the first in line. Never lose sight of anybody who's with you.
Never walk or never run anywhere. Always walk.
Well, yeah.
No, because like all of these stories for the missing 411, like he was the last in line. We went around the corner and he was never seen again.
He was never seen again.
Like just straight up, one way in, one way out, and they disappeared.
Huh?
Or we left him alone for 5 seconds. 5 seconds, we turned around and talked, and then looked back, and they were gone. Or I was sitting here watching my child play hide and seek. He went behind the tree.
Yeah.
I stared at the tree, watching the tree, and he never came out from behind the tree.
Wood nymphs.
Oh my God.
And has never been found.
Clayodum lives. He replied to a message on Facebook.
What?
Boulder. No, lies in Calabre. Somebody hacked the site.
Libby swears to God
Fake news. Fake news.
Libby swears to God that Clay's not married and has kids because she's never seen them all together at once. Says that he rents them.
He just finds picture. He's just stalking another family and puts it together.
Well, because she's seen
He's
Clay
really DB Cooper.
and she's seen the kids, but she's never seen Clay, the kids, and the wife.
Right.
She says it's his rental family.
Well, no, if it was a rental family, they didn't have pictures all together.
Well, they have pictures, but she never sees them together live.
Yeah.
Facebook, there's a happy family.
Because they charge
Facebook,
extra for that.
Oh, well.
Charge
yeah.
extra.
I keep saying, I was like, he's probably if there's going to be a movie made about a guy that has a family in every state, it's going to be him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's
Insurance salesman. Is he still selling insurance?
Yeah, well, he's the claims adjuster now. He comes out after the fact. Oh, I'm so sorry your house turned down. Let me comfort you. But I mean, he's gone probably 48 weeks out of the year. That's a trusting wife, man. Let me tell you.
Right?
That's like Jesus' wife. No, you've been gone all day. You've been gone for 40 days and 40 nights. Where you been?
Right. My wife would be
Maybe
like,
Moses.
you
Or
better.
not Moses.
Hey, I made it rain.
Abraham.
Fire.
No.
My wife would be like, you better find your way
Noah.
to the house, like in the next 15 minutes.
Like 5 seconds.
I don't care where you are, but if you're in the city limits, it takes 5 minutes. I'll give you 10. You better be here.
Oh,
That time you'd be like my brother's Harley when we lived out in the country. Oh, here comes Pat. Because I can hear him coming.
forget what I was going to talk about now.
Good
Oh, but mead.
Let's go back to alcohol. That's a good place to go.
Circle back.
I'm a fan.
No, like
Circle
I'm,
back.
I'm a fan.
like I've been
Mead, big fan.
right. I have been looking at like different types of mead. I have found like 2 or 3 different like copycat recipes for Viking blood. Basically, that one would be hard to reproduce because you have to find like a. I have to find a brewing shop or someplace online that sells the flowers, because you just don't want to go to like a florist
And grab those.
and grab those.
'Cause they have
Just-
they could have like
Pesticides and things on
Right.
them, and like putting those in with, yeast and honey, making alcohol, probably going to leach the pesticides and stuff out,
true.
and that would be bad.
I was thinking like bacteria getting in, and then I was thinking, well, the alcohol would kill the bacteria.
Yeah. It's not so much that; it's like most of like your commercial, like floristy type flowers are all, treated with chemicals and pesticides to keep them fresh.
Hey,
Keep bugs out
it
of
tastes
them.
great, and I haven't had a single infestation of boll weevil
Wait,
the
let's
entire time we've been here.
There you
Boll
go.
weevil.
And there's
The only thing that I knew that pesticides cover.
because and then there's just like, I got on one forum and there's just plain mead. You can just take, spring water,
And honey.
honey, and
If you wonder
yeast,
what I do.
and just create
I want to
a
taste.
mead.
I want to taste the one that had the raisins.
The raisins.
The one that I sent you. It was like water, honey, and like you boil
Raisins.
it, and then you
Screen's
dip
right
the
there.
the sack of raisins or whatever in
Rods.
it,
Oh yeah.
and then let that steep,
Yeah.
and then you pull that out and then bottle it, and then like let it sit for 9 months.
You don't really.
That's Mike in the background.
Well, I mean that's what the recipe called for. Like
Yeah, but you don't really want to bottle it. You want to throw it in like a carboy with an airlock.
right,
Because if you bottle it, it's going to poof.
right.
It's going to explode.
Yes.
Unless you-
Blue.
Unless you put it in like
Kind of like
a,
Sunny at a strip club.
kind of like him after some Taco Bell and some.
I'd like 6 bean
or
burritos
yesterday.
and a
Explosive anal decompression.
That's why I took 2 pulling back.
nice.
Ouch! Come on, leg. Cooperate.
Oh, Oh, I need to show this to your wife.
But
that doesn't sound good.
Well, I'm showing
No,
you.
not at all.
Easy, Tom.
Like, hey, I need to show this to your wife.
Or your,
Yeah.
your wife's dad, I mean.
Somebody caught it.
Oh, back on his ass. Oh, keep going. Look at that. Oh, touchdown.
but
Go Eagles.
so I mean, there's
Yeah, go Eagles if he's listening.
so there's just like all kinds of different, different ways to make it, and like the things I've been reading is like mead is like I was telling Topher earlier, mead's an inexact science because you could go get honey from a beekeeper one year and then go back the next year and buy honey off of him from the same hive from the same bees. Well, it wouldn't be the same bees because
They're
it's like
Same area.
same area, but like a tablespoon of honey is like 1/12 bees' lifetime work. So
You know how long I've been working on that?
right,
No, but thanks.
yeah.
So you're saying like 1,000 bees went into this goodness.
Right. Yep.
Thank
So
you.
the bees would find different flowers, or even from like year to year. Like at my house, if I had a beehive at my house, one year I'm surrounded
Sure
by
is.
soybeans. The next year I'm surrounded by corn. So the
I've never
honey.
seen him advertise corn honey. So I've never seen him advertise soybean or corn honey, though.
Well, that's the thing though. The pollen,
The corn honey makes corn liquor.
right? That's genuine moonshine mead.
I'm not going to go nowhere with that one.
Set him up and everything.
What?
Corn liquor. Now the stuff that when
It's a
we were
bishop
shooting out at
comment.
Meg's, and he used to make the was that mead or was that beer? Had the rutabaga or the rhubarb flavor.
Rutabaga.
You had a rutabaga and a beer? Fucking pass, sir. Pass.
No, but he had like four
Rhubarb
flavors, man.
beer, solid pass.
Sassafras and all that fun stuff.
Root beer?
Like sassafras
more
and
like a
whatnot.
wine.
No, he actually had
You have root beer.
he had sassafras, but was he making beer?
No. In order to make a beer, you actually have to like cook it, and
I don't know what he was doing, but it was
The
good.
sassafras is just a root.
Yeah.
yeah. But
You used to dig them up all the time around Bloomington.
You can smell like there were certain spots where we would
Yeah, you could smell it walking through.
like we'd be surveying whatever. And it's like
Yeah, down around Bloomington's where I've been around the most of it.
Somebody cut it, and you're like, there it is.
you're like root beer.
Now I don't have to worry about somebody cutting it. I was doing that. Ripping the roots out.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Like
like, ooh.
literally you're just walking
I
around
know what
going
that is.
root beer. Ooh.
right.
Distinctive smells when you cut certain things, like the wild onions.
Yeah.
You can
They had
smell
a
those
gas
from
station
miles.
that had IBC root beer on Fountain.
That's good
Oh,
stuff.
Really?
Shit, that's
Yeah, it was
real
in the
good
fountain.
stuff. Yeah.
It's like the
Surprised
best
hell
root
out of
beer
me,
I've
yeah.
ever had.
Yeah, we walked in there. I was like, wow, IBC root beer on a fountain?
You know what I'm getting?
Yeah.
One of my
So American.
favorite beverages, and I don't get it very often.
Free and
Is
alcoholic.
actually
That's my favorite.
Free and alcoholic?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I actually get a soda called Cheerwine.
Yep.
Always thought that was really good.
Real strong cherry taste to it. Where'd I buy some? I think it is either. Hell, they sell it at Rural King, don't they?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah.
the stuff that you're talking to family members about bringing up or whatever?
Yeah, but I wanted some diet. They sell it in bottles at Rural King, but it's like the full on cane sugar.
It's the leaded one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
And
Leaded or unleaded?
I'm already fat, so I don't need all the extra calories from just sitting around and drinking a whole bunch of.
Hell, next time
Like-
I go to Uncle Jim's, I'll see if they got diet over there. I know they sell it there.
If not, I'm pretty sure you can order it from some Asian guy in the back room. Total
Yeah.
Jim's has everything.
There's supposedly a
I thought
grocery
you
gotta
said
be
that
Asian.
last time we went. 'Cause that's the only place I can find
Right?
that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was just wondering. I
I don't
mean,
know why it's not here yet.
According to their website, there's a place up by Fort Wayne that carries it. So I was going to call them
Road trip.
and see if they carry it and dye it. If they do, I'll go up there and buy like a few cases at a time.
Did you try Harvest? You can go to talk to the manager, see if you can order it.
Nope. I can't get it.
Have you tried talking to the people
No.
over here? Because
Can't get it.
they ordered me all gluten-free shit. Like they,
up here at town.
yeah, they were like,
I was
I
talking
said,
about the general store because they have all kinds of different sodas and stuff.
no, like, but I went to the Horners and just said, hey,
General
this
store
is
still
what I
open?
would like.
Yeah.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
And they went, okay, well, and they come back in a week, and we'll tell you if we can get it or not. When I came back, and they went, here's what we could get, and here's what we can't get.
Cool.
And like they were very open with,
I'll give them credit, man. They bend over backwards to try.
right, and like I said, there's gluten-free flour now. There's gluten-free other stuff. Like they've actually started stocking gluten-free stuff, so I don't have to go to town.
Depends on what they
Nice.
look like, Pat.
Did you guys, anybody listen to Bob and Tom during the week?
No.
No.
No,
A little
There-
bit this morning, not much.
There's a, they were talking about a statue that's being, in California,
I don't listen to that show.
that's being erected. It's actually a guy doing the crab walk.
Erected.
Well, hold on. It's actually being,
Is he erected?
oh yeah. He's doing the crab
Is it a
walk.
flagpole?
And it's his,
Statue or flagpole?
his male member is standing straight up.
So it is flagpole.
Instead of being offensive, they're going to turn it into a fountain.
That's awesome.
That's California logic.
People were making a huge thing about it because it was in a park.
they were making a huge thing about the huge thing.
I'm just thinking because the first time somebody throws some Tide in there, it's over with.
Oh, Tide or
Yeah, some laundry
seltzer,
detergent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Anything that
A
makes
whole
you go,
bunch of food coloring.
I'm
So
just.
the-
Is that where the ring toss game's going to be during the festivals?
Probably, or some gay guy's just going to get up there and nail it. But they said that the city council
Wow.
goes, well, we'll just fix this problem with you being offended by it. We'll just turn it into a fountain.
Oh, wow.
How to make something worse?
And these are the same people that would be offended by somebody having a statue of David in their front yard.
Yep.
No. It would be offensive if it was
If David was doing a back bend with an
like,
erect,
no, like David and Goliath. If you go that direction, then they'd be offended.
True.
I mean, it is the thing saying that anything or religion-based, like
I gotta,
to help, like you're for like counseling or whatever, is going to be illegal. Which means no Christian bookshops,
No AA.
no AA, Well, I don't know. They may say AA is secular, even though that 90% of the meetings.
What
Take
the hell ever
place
happened
in-
to freedom of religion?
Toss up a statue of the All-Father and see if anybody's got the balls to try to take it down.
Right here, out front. I
Yeah.
want it right now. Like, somebody donate that now. Because I cannot carve for shit. Like,
Bring me a log.
and I'll make
No,
it
I'm
look
serious.
like...
Bring me a log.
So bring me a log and I'll make it look like a shitty log.
It's make it look the same but smaller.
Right? With random cuts.
What you need on either one of your posts is like the elder signs on all your posts.
Oh, I still have to put those on that shield that I built.
We
I
still got the
painted.
Ten Commandments right in the corner, don't we?
Gosh.
For
Yep.
now.
Cox's, the old
I-
Cox's Ten Commandments.
That's the only piece of property John Cox still owns right there.
Right.
He'll never let go because the minute he does, it's coming down.
Yep.
Right?
I don't know. There's a lot of people in this town that want to keep it, so.
Well, it's Alec, so, you know.
So he sold everything off but that little bitty spot.
Yep.
Mhm. And that's why, probably, because he
Yep.
knew the minute he cut it loose, it'd be gone.
So, matter of fact, I just saw him.
At the concert.
What
Yep.
concert? Oh, the band
Band
concert.
Band concert.
Seeing his granddaughter.
Yeah. Yeah, because I talked to his daughter. I'm like, oh my god, I actually get to see you in real life, not on Facebook.
It's time for Carl's Jr. again.
Carl's Jr.
Bitch, you better
So-
have my money.
That's awesome because I got to talk to Brian.
After we beat up Carl's Jr., we'll be back after these important messages.
All right.
Bye.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
And Brian.
And Brian.
And
Well, I guess
Hump.
it would be nice if I
Pat
could
Hump and Bill.
touch your body.
Or Bill
I
Hump and Pat,
know
whatever
that
day of the week it is.
Everybody has got
Depends
a
on
body
what
like
number.
you.
Or Humping everybody.
I gotta think twice before I give my heart away.
What the hell got that stuck in your head?
I mentioned George Michael
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Wham. Speaking of that, your birthday's coming up in like 4 days.
4 days.
Deadpool 2 is coming up in 4 days.
I can no longer switch the numbers in my age and be younger.
You are exactly 44.
Exactly 44. The next year, I can't switch the numbers because I'd be older.
That's where I'm at. I'd be 93.
Like, no. So, no, it's like, and then like my wife always is like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? I'm like,
To be younger.
Blowjob, a steak, and I'd like to see something naked. Sorry.
My wife
would-
would hand me a mole rat and a mixed drink and a steak. Like, here's your blowjob, here's your steak, and then here's something naked.
and I'm always like,
I've
I
been
don't-
robbed.
I was like, I don't need anything. I want like, some time to work out in the garage and,
All those are
clean
20
and put some stuff up
Each.
and try to get my my workbench cleaned off so I have like some like room to work. Need to get my vise mounted, just I don't really need anything.
Oh no, we had a. Should I tell them about the adventure I had doing my brakes? Oh Jesus!
That was funny.
La car strikes again.
Yeah, the little car.
I said, it is a Jeep.
Yeah, it's got some funny, like the brakes on the front of that thing are funny. I'm wondering if your like brake rotors are the wrong ones
Could be. Never changed them.
because, like, your brake calipers, like the piston on them, don't look like they are
Belong.
in the right spot.
Well, it's not even
Right.
that. It's if you look at the new ones that you can order for my truck, they look nothing like the ones that are on it.
Right?
These are
So-
not the doors you're looking for.
No, I mean it's totally the setup is completely different.
and it's-
Somebody went like, that's retarded. We're going to put these on it, and we're going to make it work.
Probably.
Well, I ain't got the money to fix it right, but I found these.
Yeah.
I mean it's weird.
Pretty much.
It's disc brakes. Not that hard, right?
No.
2 bolts,
Unless
the whole
it's
damn
a
thing
Jeep.
comes off. Except, the when the bolt gets stripped,
Yeah.
a 1 hour job turns into a day and a half job because when you call O'Reilly and we don't have those in stock.
Oh, see, like, I learned my lesson with brakes a long time ago. Because, like, my wife's little Neon was bad about the back brakes, right? They like the adjusters in the back brakes always seem to freeze up with rust. And the brakes would work, and then they would slowly not work, and all of a sudden, you'd put your foot on the brake, and
Not
you'd
stop.
have no brakes because the wheel cylinders back there, the stuff popped out on like all the springs and cups and everything, so it's not stopping.
Sounds like my truck when we did the drums, pull the drum off and everything falls off inside the drum.
Right.
Well, there's why you're not stopping. That's a good
Right.
reason.
Well, hey, thank God for the internet, so we can look up pictures of this.
It's okay. The first time we got all my 4 brakes on my truck fixed, I damn near went through the windshield.
Well, that's what I did with the wife's Neon. It's like, okay, well, I know I need a wheel cylinder, so I just went ahead and bought both of them. I'm like, I already know one adjuster and spring set is bad. They come in pairs, so I put everything brand new in the back end of the brakes, and it had 0 brake fluid in it, so I had to put all brand new brake fluid. I'm like, well, if then it was like the front calipers, you couldn't get the bleeder screws out of them. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what?
Pour gas on it, set it on fire.
No, the calipers were cheap. They were like $13 a piece. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go get these new.
That's on sale, right?
I have the
right.
I have the brake pads already on warranty, and the rotors were really really cheap.
Son of a bitch.
What?
I had the ones I took off were on lifetime warranty from AutoZone.
Take them out of them.
Dope. Yeah, because I still have half somewhere. I still have the back of the brake.
Right. That's all you need is that.
No, they're in the back of the truck because I wanted to keep them because I was like, look at this shit.
So I just I replaced everything in her brakes, right? Bled it all out, got it working, and then you can see, it's she hopped in it. I'm like, okay, your brakes are all fixed, blah blah blah. She hops in it, and backs out of the driveway, or actually drives forward because it was backed into the driveway. She gets into the driveway and just kind of because her brakes were so soft before, she had to jab on the brakes. Well, she jabbed on the brakes, and the car was stopped. She's like, holy crap!
And there's a bruise right through her chest from the seatbelt.
Right. Right.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Right. So.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, that's. When it.
Well, I remember when I called you when I got home from doing all 4 brakes on the truck.
Yeah.
Called you and told you that I hated you.
Is that why?
Why? Because a fucking seatbelt about killed me.
What's that?
Holy dog
Nice.
shit.
Be a top seller.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's not porn. It's a gun stand.
Rifle stand.
We'll leave it at that.
Right.
Yeah. No, when it comes to working on cars, it's brakes are one of the things I don't really skimp on. It's
because stopping is important.
Right. It's you can go fast. You can buy all kinds of speed parts. Go fast as you want to go. But what are you going to do when it comes time to stop? So, stopping and steering. So.
It's like the saying is, don't ever piss off the guy that fixes your brakes. Or works on your
Right.
brakes.
Yeah.
There's your reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I was also, when I got home, I was looking up the brakes themselves, for the caliper itself.
Yeah.
And they don't have those damn metal clips.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they don't exist.
On Rock Auto, they exist.
Yeah,
I looked them up. Here they are.
we tried to look everything up in Rock Auto.
Rock Auto is my friend.
That's what kept that damn Jeep running, and pretty much what got Libby's Jeep, well, when it's all back together running.
Well, Rock Auto, eBay, and then sometimes you'll find
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon will have weird.
We found that part for Katie's on car ID.
Car
Yeah.
ID, yeah.
Yep, and it's just it's one of those things. Okay, my process for finding car parts, right? Go to Rock Auto because they have. If you're looking for, I ordered a serpentine belt pulley, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had probably 12 of them listed on, Rock Auto. So I just took all the different part numbers and I would plug them into eBay and Amazon. Eventually I came up with a part number that on eBay that the brand new idler pulley for the serpentine belt Cost me like $8.50 to have it shipped to the house,
Nice.
which is pretty damn cheap, you know. And that's how I do it. You know, you can take that part number, also plug it into like Google and Bing, see what comes up. Car ID will come up. Andy's Auto Sport will come up.
That's how I come up with car IDs. I typed it into Google looking and shopping,
Yeah,
had the number and everything I needed. And car ID was the cheapest.
yeah. I mean, money's so hard to come by. You know, any way that you can save some coin, especially like on car repairs, you know, it's like, why not? You know, for my Suburban, I bought a set of, Felpro valve cover gaskets. You know, it's like they wanted $38 for them up here at the place in town. Well, they're blue Felpro valve cover gaskets. To save on shipping, they took them out of the cardboard box and put them in a bubble envelope, right? But I bought them for $6. Yeah, I don't care that they're not in the Felpro box.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
That reminds me, Sherry. She's got her license, so she's driving my truck for now
Yeah.
until I get the car fixed. And so I'm gonna clean out the truck, Dad. It's okay.
Train.
She said, "What do you want me to do with all them tools in the back?" I was like, "I'm not
You
sure
leave 'em
what's
there?
back there." So she started carrying them all in. She's like, "Well, what's this?" I said, "Well, as far as I can tell," I said, "you better leave everything in there except for that big wrench." She's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, because without the other stuff, you're not going to change a flat tire."
Right.
Please tell me there's a video of her changing the tire.
No.
The tire. You got to teach her, man. You taught Deanna.
She wanted to like clean all the jack and the tire iron and everything out of the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, because mine's got that long handle so you can stick it in the bumper.
Yeah, and jack down the tire.
As soon as I told him what they were, she's like, "I'm putting those back." She went straight back outside and put them back in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have all that stuff. I just don't have the tire on the Tahoe.
Oh yeah.
That's up there.
What size?
So if you have a rim,
Your cousin?
I'll put the tire on it. If somebody has a rim that'll fit it,
Okay. I know a guy.
We got company?
Next time
Sounds
next
like my
time.
wife.
That's your shh.
Next time I see him, because I'm going to go out and see him about a seatbelt for my Suburban.
That's my wife.
So when I go out and see him, I'll just be like, "Hey, I just need a
I bought us ice cream.
That's okay. That's a place called Shake. It's not ice cream. You drink that one.
I love you.
And you have fried mushrooms.
I'd just be like, "Hey, I just need
Where's that from?
Tahoe
Or,
steel wheels."
right?
You know,
Something just in case I blow a tire. Because right
Right.
now, if I blow a tire, I'm like,
screwed.
nothing.
It's not even up underneath the Tahoe.
No, there's nothing under there.
Can't fix a flat. That's what they include with the Challengers now.
Is that
yeah.
it?
Yeah, can't fix a flat was what I had for a spare tire.
Like over here, if you tear a giant hole in your thing, try this.
And they're also
Yeah.
going to fill them tires with nitrogen too, so good luck with that.
Right?
it's easy to swap out.
My wife's Spark, it had an air compressor, and a can of fix a flat that screwed into the compressor.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you supposed to fix a blowout with this?
Be like Angie, always cut the sidewall or something.
Yeah.
Not her fault. She just happens she gets 3 flats and every one of them has to be replaced because of what was in it or where it was cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though the tire guy at Discount Tire, because I cut the sidewall on a tire I had. Well, I couldn't get the spare out because the little, like in the trunk of my old Buick, it's underneath. It's like the little storage tray or whatever.
Yeah.
And it has that big wing nut that kind of holds it.
Holds it
keeps
down,
around.
keeps them rattling around. Yep.
It was all rusted. I couldn't get it loose.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man. So I just went to the house and got my tire plug kit, and I just kept punching tire plugs in the sidewall until it held air.
Yeah.
Drove over to Discount Tire because I had the road hazard or whatever, and the dude come out. He was just like, "I'm like, I know you're not supposed to plug a sidewall." It's like, but it's like my spare was rusted into the trunk well. Like there's no getting it out right now.
This is all I could do to get here.
Right. I was like, so I just started punching it full of plugs. He's like, no. He's like, that plug job. He's like, I had to come out and talk to you because he's like, that was outstanding. I don't see how that tire held. The physics of it. He's just like, because it was a gash in the sidewall, every bit as wide as my thumb. I just kept on punching. He was like, I'm impressed. I was like, trust me. I was like, it was not on purpose. Yeah,
I didn't mean for it to get this bad, but
it's one of those things. It happened.
Oh, no, thanks.
We're all beating our face.
I'm not. I'll talk for a minute. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but I think you're just all screwed. You're going to have dead air or hearing people eat. One of the two.
Well, it's fried mushrooms. It's just one of those things.
So, like, with that Tahoe, I realized I found out that the Chevy 5 lug isn't a thing for those.
No.
So that's so I was like, whatever. And like Jim was like, yeah, I have a bunch of them. And then he looked and he goes, oh, you got the Tahoe. No, none of my rims will
yeah.
It's a 6 lug now, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
98 was like the last year for a 5 lug.
Yeah, like 99, 2000.
They switched over to 6 lug on everything, half tons.
Yeah, even like the Safari vans, they switched over to 6 lug instead of 5.
Yeah, it was.
It's just like
I think 99 was last year because they had some runovers from 98 into 99.
Yep.
So
They still sell them at 5-packs, though, don't they?
lug nuts,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. No, I think the last ones I bought were sold in a
Single.
4-pack.
Bastards.
It's like,
Last ones I bought, we just walked up to the counter and they asked how many I needed. So
it's like
50 cents a piece. I wish.
I went to buy I put a different set of wheels on the wife's horse trailer, right? Because it's like a weird size. They don't really make trailer tires for anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happens to be the small, like Ford Ranger or Jeep lug pattern.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle's like, oh, I got a set of just plain old Jeep Steelies you can have.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, of course, it takes different lug nuts.
Yeah.
So here I go to O'Reilly. I'm like, okay, I know the size I need. I go up and I find the 4-packs. Right? Like everybody drives a 4-lug, economy car. And I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 20. This is 16. It's like, why don't they stock, enough to make like a multiple of either 16, 20, or 24?
Because they're counting on those poor bastards that break them or lose them.
Oh, hey, you're going to need this.
Just like I broke the stud on that damn Kia, and I need a whole stud to put through the wheel and the lug nut too, because I don't know where the lug nut went.
Yeah. But like I said, they came in packages of 4. I'm like, what? I don't understand that. Or like,
makes sense. If you need 20, you buy 5 packs of it. If you need 24, you buy another one.
yeah, but they only had 4 packages of 4.
That's not my fault. I was just doing the math.
Yeah. I mean, I could understand. It's like, okay, you stock 6 packages of 4.
Yeah.
It's like
That way, pretty much unless you get to you get to 3/4 ton, it goes to 8 lug.
Yeah. But anything, 4, 5, or 6 lug, there is enough there to buy lug nuts. I don't know. Force you to go get up to the counter and buy them, so you have to buy like 4 more expensive ones.
Right.
These are premium nuts.
Right. I got your premium nuts. I check. Right. I only got 2. I need 20.
It's the hot dog bun rule.
Right.
10 hot dogs and 8 hot dog buns.
Yeah. It's like, oh my. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, it's hard to explain how they come up with numbers of stuff. Or like metric threads, or like the SAE threads. It's like, how do you come up with 2 different types of threads? Or MPT, that's even a different type of thread.
You think thread is thread.
Right? Yeah, then there's like different grades of bolts, and then like different thread counts and pitches. So
Pitches be crazy.
thread pitches be crazy. You alright, buddy? And I watch this guy on YouTube because I get bored, you know.
Well, and that happens.
Well, for me, like my legs get numb. But he's he's Canadian, all right. He's like an engineer, and he'll take like brand new drills and things apart just to like look at the gear sets and the motors and the electronics on the inside of them.
And make a monster.
No. He just kind of critiques them.
I said, like take a whole bunch of them apart, make one giant monster drill that will drill through like titanium.
No, like he'll like
Titanium, the wall, the tree outside.
Yeah, no, he'll go like to Harbor Freight and buy like one of their cheap drills, and he'll look and like tell you, oh man, the Ranger. Yeah. You know, and he'll look at, you know, like the electronic components of it and like the batteries, and just kind of give his like kind of opinion on how good of a tool it is and like how well it will work, you know. And he also does like, he's got a hydraulic, like a precision hydraulic torque wrench. All right,
Nice.
it's pretty crazy, and like he'll like the last thing I watched from him is like he took like a bunch of the different ratchets, like Mac, Snap-on, the Pittsburgh, Cobalt, and like Proto, which is like a brand they have like up there in Canada, I believe. And he just like put torque to them until they gave, just to see like, you know, how they worked, where they broke at, you know, things like that. And it's really, you know, pretty interesting. You know, he just does different things, kind of like, you know how I'm a big fan of Deep Creep.
Yeah.
Like he did a test on, like Bolt Honey, Deep Creep, WD-40, and there's like a couple of more. He like purposely like threw salt and water on some bolts he bolted together, and then he measured how much torque it took to like break the bolts free.
I'm a fan of that Deep Creep, man, with Libby's old brake lines, man. That they were on there from birth.
Yeah.
Broke it free, real easy.
And that's what like the test he did found out, like out of all of these ones, like even like this like really expensive one that he had to like order special, he's like, it didn't work nearly as good as just the Seafoam Deep Creep. He's like this stuff is great.
Sometimes that cheap.
Yeah.
I see everybody do it, and it's like stuff. Oh, like the ratchet boomers and stuff we use at work.
Mm-hmm.
They're out in the weather and they get mud, dirt, everything else on it. You spray it down because, and is PB Blaster supposed to lube stuff up, or is it just to break stuff free? Because that's what I see all these guys spraying on it. It's like, is that actually what the hell that's for?
I don't know because I've only used it to break stuff free.
Yeah, I was like,
They use it at work to lube the doors, but also use it to break shit free.
that's like I said. I never really looked into it far enough to know if it's a universal thing or if it's just.
They kind of do in the same way that Honda Polish does everything.
Yeah.
PB Blaster does everything.
Right.
Just like they use WD-40 for everything too. They try to use WD-40 like PB Blaster.
Well, PB Blaster is supposed to be the cheap form of WD-40.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's
Literally,
more
always
expensive than
thought it
WD.
the description says that it quickly busts loose rusted or frozen parts. Also contains a non-evaporating lubricant that saves time and equipment and protects against further rust and corrosion.
Okay, so it's a multi-purpose then.
He said lubricant.
It's like if you mixed bore cleaner in with rim oil.
I don't know.
Well, there you go. There's
what?
something nobody knew.
Is that?
Take permanent hair color off.
But if you get permanent hair color on your face at the salon or whatever, WD-40 takes it right off.
Oh,
It'll take crayons off the wall too.
yep. You know what the
It'll take all
something
the
new every
oil off
day.
your skin
Yeah,
and dry it out
type in
real
100
quick.
uses for WD-40. You'd be amazed what the stuff should be used for.
Yeah.
If you can't use WD-40, you use napalm.
Because
No,
I've used it so much that this is what my knuckles look like.
Well, if you stop shaving your knuckles, you'll be fine.
well, that's just like I saw an engineering flow chart. All right, it says does it move, and it says
Yes.
yes or no. I was like, yes. Is it supposed to? Yes or no? And if it says no, it points down to a roll of duct tape. Right? Or does it move? No. Is it supposed to? Yes. And it points down to a can of WD-40.
Yep. WD-40 or duct tape.
Yep. Water displacing formula
Number 40.
Well, thing of baling wire helps too.
39
Yeah,
different
yeah.
ones failed.
Right. Well, the 40th one, guess what they called it?
WD-39. Oh, damn it.
WD 39.2.
Just think that
Just
could
didn't
have been
have
a
the
thing,
same-
like WD-32.
Weren't they trying to make silly putty when they make plastic explosive?
No, but it was a...
It was a remover, like a creosote remover or whatever
Yeah.
for like.
It's a mistake.
for NASA or something like that?
Well, no, what it would do was remove the chimney, like the smoke and
Oh, the
soot
creosote
Right,
remover.
from your wallpaper. So like, would you have a stove going or a chimney going,
Yeah.
and it would start sooting up the wallpaper? You'd take that out, and you would, and then once they started moving away from that,
Do they even use
they had to
wallpaper
come up
anymore?
with another.
Huh?
There's wallpaper out there.
Oh yeah, there's a place up there by Marion.
Wallpaper
They closed
warehouse.
down.
And they have a place right now that
Joe's.
online
Joe's.
that will sell you, like updated cool wallpaper, like whereas like the whole wall is like one.
Used air quotes on the radio.
Yeah, like scenery.
Like like the whole wall is like one picture,
Yeah,
or
like a baseball diamond or
woods,
yeah.
or whatever. Or then like they have the wallpaper that looks like a wall with windows in
Right
it,
here a minute.
'Cause
where it looks
I
like
remember
windows with like this really cool scenery outside.
I remember the recovery room.
That sounds good until you get a house like mine.
Yeah.
Ask Pat about putting the flooring in.
No!
Everything worked out great till you got to the opposite wall.
And it was like, how come I'm crooked like
Wasn't
17
straight.
ways?
Well, because they did the best they could in 1880 or whenever the hell that damn
Yeah.
thing
It's not
was built.
straight. It's not square.
No, room wasn't square.
I was like, I have to cut this 7. I need to learn trigonometry just to cut this one piece.
No, Brian and I just went, Libby!
That's like the
I call
recovery.
Chetty, like
the-
math person, weird. Like, yeah, you fix it.
No, they actually make a device for that.
Yeah, it's called a Brad nailer.
No, it's like a
Firebomb.
yeah, that'll work too.
It's called claim it on the insurance. Burn it down, file a claim.
That's my solution for electrical problems. I've told mechanics that, hey,
Knob
this
and
is,
tube, huh?
this is electrical. So my solution is set on fire and get insurance money.
Yeah.
So you might want to come out here.
So knob and tube, up she goes.
No,
We had a drill set catch on fire once, and
Chetty, being Mr. Fireman at the time, couldn't just let it burn. I just walked away. I sat on it at the time. I just walked away. I looked over and said, "Yep, it's on fire." And I just walked off.
Deuces.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Is that a tempo? Is that a tempo?
Yeah, actually, I believe it was, Bill.
I think it is a tempo.
It used to be a tempo. That's what he was driving. The one that died.
Way to bring everybody down there, Stafford.
Yeah.
Right, way to be a Debbie Downer.
Hey, I
Oh,
live.
Jesus.
That's what's important.
Somebody's got to do it.
That is stuffed
Somebody's got
wheel.
to wear the black hat.
What you're looking at there is the end of my Navy career. Before it even got off the ground.
Crunch. Yeah, I'd say so.
That would be the accident.
They're now putting a roundabout at 37
That site was
Strawtown
great.
Road. No, not Strawtown. What's
Yeah,
the one right
whatever.
past the bridge?
Yeah, the one that comes off of the
8th Street and Anderson.
the ground that is actually protected by federal
I
law.
remember that one. The steering wheel.
Yeah, right
like
along the White River.
Yeah.
No, that if you're coming down that road that connects to 37,
Yeah.
that whole field, all those fields that you see on the right side, that's a village, like an Indian village that they've excavated like all over the place,
Yep,
and
that's
it's
a tempo.
all
See that first
protected.
picture? I wonder how the
Well,
hell
they're
I
not
ever
putting
fit
the
in
thing
that.
there.
No, I'm just saying, like, that whole area now is actually where Ball State does almost all
Just
of their
pass 'em
field
down.
schools,
Anybody else want to see?
because that's all like quote unquote like a protected ground, and nobody can actually develop anything there. And a little bit further down the road is where they have the visitor center, where you can go and find out like the Indian occupation sites around that area.
I just can't figure out why they think it's a good idea to put
A roundabout,
traffic
right?
circle or roundabout on a state highway.
I don't understand that either.
They say statistically it's safer. That's all
Yeah.
they say.
Other than the fact if you're looking at an area where the road is supposed to be going, there is no other break in traffic until you get to the top of the hill at Cicero. So, like, why would you put something in there that would disrupt the flow of traffic?
No idea.
Because traffic needs a break.
In the
Because somebody had to
face?
sit there for 5 minutes one day to pull out and complain enough.
Right.
Then
Like I said,
take a different way.
Where I was just at was, like I said, you got Carmel's sewer control plant on one corner of it. The other corner of it's just a place they can't build anything because it's like it's owned by one of the gravel companies. The other corner is Harding Trucking and Asphalt. The other corner is IMI Trucking or IMI Asphalt. Right next to that's Milestones Asphalt. Right next to that's it's like 6 asphalt, and they're putting which automatically means dump trucks all day long, and they're putting a traffic circle there.
Yeah, pretty much 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7, and during summer out of that place, it's all nothing but. I mean, there are a bunch of cars, but it's a bunch of big trucks too, and they want to put one there. Of course, this is Carmel, so
Yeah.
Not the smartest of
well, when
decision makers.
you got rich enough people that you can spend $1 million on the damn thing, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, you got Yorktown and Muncie are starting to do the same shit now.
They got
The $1.2 million experience of the Nebo Commons roundabout. Nebo Commons.
Big Ben Parliament.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay.
Let's try to figure that. All that does
Westfield
is
put
actually
one
make
in
it
and had to tear it
longer
back
to go
out.
around that circle.
Yeah.
What?
Westfield put one time when you're going through Westfield, they had 2 roundabouts. You go through there now, they've got 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they didn't buy enough land for the second one, so they just put in what they could. Semis couldn't make it through there.
Yeah, they were jumping the curve, or they're pretty much driving straight.
Driving
Get
straight
through it.
just to get through it. Truck can make it. Trailer made a straight line.
Yeah, I don't believe the ones they've got over there now in Muncie and Yorktown are big enough for a truck to go around
Semi
either.
can't make 'em either.
No. But I mean, the one, okay, I can see where they put it, like over by the airport, because there's not a huge amount of traffic there. So it does keep the traffic flowing there, like, was it Walnut or whatever? It's like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Traffic flows a lot better there.
I have to say this: if it means that semis can't get through there, I say we put them in every entrance into Alexandria except for one, and make them route that way. Because this whole thing of like making Washington Street so like trucks can go down and do whatever was BS. Because I lived on that street, and it made it impossible to sit with your windows open.
You ought to see down by my house now. They can't make the turn. They send them all down there.
They ripped the lines down
They
several
ripped the
times.
poles, the lines, everything.
Right, but they're
curve?
not supposed to be that
River
way.
Avenue, right there at the off of Central.
It's not supposed to. They were supposed to come in and go to the one place, right off of.
The truck routes they're supposed to go to Madison Avenue.
Right, yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
And FDL sends them right the same way they're coming down.
They're supposed to come in from
Off
Madison.
Yeah.
They take
Because that
Washington
bridge
to
is
Madison,
not,
yeah.
the bridge that they'd be crossing over is not rated for it.
It'll collapse one of these days.
And that was one of the things that I was complaining. I was like, if you're adjusting this to make it easier for trucks, you're making it impossible for like that thing's gonna you're working at wear and tear on bridges and roads and this, that, and the other, and you're making it impossible for regular cars and whatnot to go through there.
The funny thing is now you see the rounding. They know they made them too small, so they finally put up a sign. Semis can use curb to make it around. It's like, well, no shit, you didn't have to give us a sign. We was going to do it anyway.
We'll just drive over the middle.
They need signs for the people that are driving to try to go around the damn things in the first place, especially in this town.
There's there's lots of like ridiculous like ways, like on 28, right? Trucks go to red gold. It used to turn right there where they put the turn lanes in.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then they were like, no, they can't be coming through town. So they make them go down to the county road where there's no turn lanes. So like traffic gets backed up because traffic can't go around them. It's like, they spent all that on the fancy smancy turn lanes because they knew the trucks were going there.
It was required when they built the building.
Yeah.
When you build something like that, you're required to put those in.
Well, no, I'm talking about the county road before, like after the building or coming from Elwood before the building. Mm-hmm. That county road.
The one that runs right through town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the town was like, no trucks allowed. They put up signs so the truckers couldn't go through town, make a left, and be right there.
Yeah.
They make them go down the next mile and come through the country.
Florida Station.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Next, you got the road that goes through Restus, and the next road's Florida Station Road.
Yeah, but there's no
turn lanes on that one.
No turn lanes on that one because they spent all the money putting the turn lanes in the one up there.
Yeah, that's. No one ever said they were smart.
Nope.
I'm starting to think they become politicians because they couldn't
do anything else.
Probably. They know how to talk.
That's pretty much it.
I'm just tired of hearing the Senate race commercials.
Oh, God.
With the 3 Republicans.
The 2 cardboard stand-ups, and I've been a Republican since the beginning, and I always supported a Shut up.
Yeah. Join me and Trump.
4 more days.
It's like, join me and Trump. It's like, really? Like, now everybody's like, I agree with Trump. Like, help me drain the swamp.
Did
like,
you see what Luke Messer did?
You motherfuckers are the swamp.
Right?
At the last debate, the very last debate, 2 minutes before the debate was over, Messer's camp was sending emails out, Messer wins debate. They waited, they shot too early.
A lot of guys have that problem.
Yeah, age.
At least he's able to make it there, huh?
Yeah.
See, they wouldn't want somebody like me. They're like, what are you? I'm libertarian. Like, how libertarian are you? Well, I want an F-14 Tomcat parked in my damn driveway. That's how libertarian I am.
I figure you got 3, 4,
right?
You got 5 more days of these ads and then a month off, and then you're ready for November.
Oh God.
I was thinking like I want aircraft guns in my front yard.
Right?
Yeah, if Bill gets a Tomcat, I want an AA gun.
I just want a tank.
Right.
I was thinking like no, just for
I almost
hell
bought
is
a
that?
tank once.
Like Brian with
shits
I
and
want a
giggles
football.
on
The football.
I want a nuclear football.
on 31
Can I carry it for you?
Yes.
on 31 outside of Kokomo.
Yeah.
There's that cement garden
Yeah.
statue place. At the end of it, they have that freaking gun setup platform, like just sitting there.
Yeah.
I was like, every time I drive by, I look at Heather and go, I want that.
Right.
What is sit in the front yard?
I got plenty of room for all kinds of shit in my house.
Like,
I want
that's mine. It goes here.
a 5-ton. I want a Bradley fighting vehicle.
Right?
I want a Striker.
I want that. I want that for my daily driver.
I want whatever I can fit in.
I want an MRAP.
All of the above.
I want an MRAP. Because, IEDs.
Right?
Although it,
At this
Go.
at this rate, I'm going to end up just fitting the bomb resistant panels at the bottom of the Tahoe.
right?
For the IEDs.
Defect blast out the side. Like, just keep driving.
Try passing that off to the wife. See what she says about that one. They're only 10,000 apiece.
You got to tell her.
I'm sure she'll find out sooner or later.
Nah.
Why did we go from 12 miles to the gallon to 4?
Should drive it.
Yeah, that's true. It's too big for her.
That's what she said.
And if I add too much stuff to it, she'll definitely not want to drive it because she's afraid to back up in it.
That's what she said.
She's like,
Keep
I need a
going.
reverse mirror, or
Turn around and look.
I need a reverse camera in this thing.
What was the old man that used to hang out the door back in the semi up?
Oh, hell, I can't remember.
He would literally be hanging out the door backing up.
Doesn't know what mirrors are for.
Yeah, you never used them. Just stick his head out.
I've done that before.
Don't trust them because the objects are closer than they appear.
I've seriously considered putting like a backup camera on my Suburban.
We've talked about it. It's like $99 to get it all wired up.
I'd have more use for a turret mount.
Well, I look at it this way. I'm always hooking up the horse trailer by myself.
That helps, really.
So
That and parking lots.
And apparently, if you lay down the tailgate or whatever, you can see the
You can see the hedge. It's right above it.
Almost.
Remember that Cheyenne I had?
But you
Had
can't
the
see the
ball
jack.
hitch
yeah,
mounted to the front of it. It's because the guy that owned it used it at the Killbuck Marina he just pull up, hook up, and then drive forward, to put the boats trailers in at that Killbuck Valley Marina.
yeah.
So it had the ball hitch at the front and at the back.
My
that would be handy.
That's what he used it for.
It'd be like a little pup trailer, like what they would use at the distribution thing, like R&L.
Yeah.
Like just
Well, if you look at some of like the bigger like motorhomes and things, guys will have a ball in front of them to launch their boats when they go camping, because they don't want to get that big ass motorhome way down on the boat launch ramp.
now, hey, guess what? The bathroom's flooded, and it's not what you think.
Why are there like crappie and bluegill in the
In the
bathtub?
shower.
You said
Well,
crap.
It's a
Well,
crappie.
Funny story. I was launching the boat and
Need a live well.
needed a live well.
I have to say this is
Brown trout.
there was one time that I was launching a boat that I did it in the most
some
impossible situation that I could imagine. As most time when you're backing a truck up, you have like mirrors and whatnot. You can like watch like as you're dropping the thing. Imagine dropping a rowboat, for better use of terms, like a little dinghy
Yeah.
in a U-Haul boat or U-Haul truck with no way to actually see the trailer or the can't without a way to actually see the where the boat's at until it gets way out from either side.
Right.
I literally had to call a guy and was like, you need to come and do this.
I would have hooked it to a regular truck.
We didn't have one. All we had was that one down there that didn't have a hitch on the back of it.
Well,
So it was like a bunch of filmmakers in cars,
mistake number 1.
Filmmakers.
in a...
Mistake number 1A.
It was like, we need to get this in there. Like, the only vehicle we had that had a hitch on it that could tow that was the U-Haul. And and me being the guy who, I mean, I towed that boat. It was fine. I backed it into places. It was fine. But like backing it down the thing, like once you got it, once it hit so far, you were.
You know, there's a simple ass solution, don't you?
Just
Pick it up and throw it in the damn water because it's a rowboat.
Take somebody with you.
Yeah. Never launch a boat by yourself.
well, no.
It's not
Like,
that hard.
we tried to, but the point being was. Everybody else was in the other boat getting ready to
It's a
launch
rowboat,
out.
not a fucking Viking ship.
God, that'd be awesome if it was, though, wouldn't it?
Right.
Launch ship.
What you're seeing, like the lack of forethought was, oh, he can launch that, yada yada yada. We can do that. We'll come around in the film pontoon
Barge.
and because all of the camera equipment was on one of those party barges, pontoons. Like everybody loaded into that and was like going to come around and meet up with the towboat and just pull it out and connect it to the thing. And this is like in the middle of April, like early April. So the water, like nobody wanted to get in the water. Nobody wanted to touch anything that had to do with water. It was freezing cold. And this is on Madison, like down in Lake Monroe
Yeah.
or whatever. So they're like doing all this stuff, and it was literally everybody was on there. I had no help. I finally radioed into a guy. He's like, "Hey, I work, and I grew up just putting in boats at this marina. That was my job. Let me try it." And it took him a half hour. So mind you, I gave up in 25.
How big was this rowboat?
25 hours.
Talking about like a canoe?
No. It was a decent size. It was a little bit bigger than a John boat, but all made of
How
wood.
heavy was it?
Heavier than 4 of us could actually maneuver. I mean, it was solid wood, like hand built, like old school solid wood.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard the whole story now. After about 15 minutes of that silliness, I'm like, park that damn party barge and get your asses over here and help me launch this son of a bitch.
I was literally prop guy. They were all getting paid way more than I was.
You want your prop in the water?
Aha!
There you go.
You want this movie to sink or swim?
There you go.
I mean, considering the film is called The Rowboat.
Well, guess what? They're missing something.
Like 90% of the
All you
film
had to
took
do
place on the lake.
So as prop master, all you had to do was procure the rowboat. They don't say shit about you launching.
No.
You never
They
said
already
launch
procured-
it.
Isn't that
Like
what
I was
grips do?
responsible for making sure that it appeared in the location that it was
PAs?
Isn't that what does a grip do? Aren't they the ones that do?
Grips a hold of that damn rowboat and launches it.
A grip. All a grip is there for is
It's like a fluffer.
is
Sound,
controlling.
isn't
It controls cables, like like setting the lights up and this
You
that
know
and the
the
other.
cable that holds the boat onto the trailer?
Right.
Yeah, well,
Ratchet
that
straps.
All
or
these years I thought
mic
it was a
cables
fluffer on a game
or
movie.
light cables or the electrician
best
or the
boy.
That's the
gaffer is
best boy.
responsible
One
for
boat
making
goes-
sure that everything
Oh,
has
gripper fits
electricity.
too.
Making sure that if
He's
the
over here
gaffer.
being serious. at work.
So like,
Being
Production
serious.
assistance, I
So
think, is
being
what you're
the-
looking for, Bill.
The production assistant is just anything you need done that doesn't have a thing.
There you go.
There you go.
No,
That's
the
the production
assistant's usually the
No,
producer's
some of that shit
son,
just made up
daughter.
so people's names are at the end of movies.
Pretty much.
Look, Mom, I made the film.
Like
Right.
PAs actually do 90% of the other work. If it doesn't involve this, or this, PAs take care of it.
They get yelled at for mooning people through glasses.
Yes.
Nice.
And if that's the case, they normally get fired and escorted off the thing with prejudice
Dang
If
it.
they're getting paid.
if they're getting paid.
Oh, okay. So if I wasn't getting paid, I could just moon whoever.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that everybody else on the film would be a little irritated.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. He's not getting paid. Do you get SAG time for that? Or
That's not
Only-
all.
time
only-
for that?
Only if I moon and fart.
This is
then it would
Bill's
be a
ass
speaking
right
role.
here.
Because then it would be a speaking role, right?
Live on stage.
Hear what that
Bill's
asshole
ass.
said to me?
Talking shit.
Another fun thing is that do you realize if they actually run pure film, like well, we shot this on 35
You
millimeter
mean the
film, or,
flammable shit?
like it costs $300 per 11 minutes of film. So if you have like extra takes, you have anything else, it's if like you mess up, like the outtakes you see on like Cannibal Run and all these other stuff, that costs money. We shot a 70-minute film, and the budget for film was $40,000.
Oh, Jesus. Why in the world did this?
And that was running off of headers and tails. That means the stuff that runs at the beginning and that you don't really put
Yeah.
film on, and in the end of it, that where you cut,
Sounds
like,
kinky.
okay, you kind of put them together, and then you can shoot off of that. That was basically scrap film, and it was $300 just for the film, and another $400 per minute to edit, or to process from the film, from the reels
Exposed film to finished film.
to finish film, so you could get it to edit. It literally cost 90% of the budget of that film just to run film.
Wow.
When you could literally cut that in half, or cut that down to a $10,000 film just by running digital and throwing, running at 24 frames per second and then processing it out to make it look like film.
So what's it cost for IMAX? Here's Bill's ass in IMAX.
You're looking
3D.
at million.
Wow.
Like pulled that thing out for millions of
It's the
dollars.
most expensive fart on the face of the earth right there.
Right.
How much was that fart? About $30,000. No, seriously. No, seriously.
For 5 seconds of film.
Elon
IMAX.
Musk, call us.
IMAX.
You got to
in
fund
3D.
this.
Just so you can slow it down and watch it go. Bruh, bruh, bruh.
It's a clapper.
That's the original twerk.
No, that'd be where it was.
Then you slow it down to like 1,000 frames per second, and it's like.
Drops a big old donkey fart. Look at it go.
What was only like 5 seconds is now like an entire hour of.
Still better than some movies I've seen.
If you pass
Better
a chunky,
story than Twilight.
That's right.
so if you pass a chunky through the
Sparkly
your meat
vampires.
box, is that extra credit? Is it?
I don't know.
Do what?
I said if he passed a chunky through his meat box, does that mean?
Slow down there, killer. I don't even know where you're going. Oh. You killed the growler.
And I think it means it's all dead now, ain't it?
Yep.
It's all gone.
I still got Knob Creek.
And just in time, because it is now 10 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Well, it means it's time to say bye-bye.
It's
It
10
is-
o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Yep, they're in the car on the way home from Anderson.
Yay! Wait, who's driving?
Probably Angie.
Okay, they'll make it.
And the other
It's
one,
the probably part that worries him.
yeah.
one's in North Carolina. I got it narrowed down to a state.
You're good. I think you're good.
And the other one is, I think, still in Indiana. She hadn't told us she left yet.
Hopefully.
She's monitored, though. It's okay.
Her heart monitor. That damn thing don't even jump start a car. It's almost worthless.
No, but it will let them know if she farts wrong.
Yep.
To add on to the story. Anyway,
That's fine.
It is that time of night. It's time for us to say adieu.
what'd you call me?
A poo?
A poo?
Huh?
A who?
That's
A
racist.
chew?
A chew.
Gesundheit.
A sneeze.
Slurpee?
Thank you, come again.
Thank you. Come again.
But
Happy trail.
we'll see
Bye,
you all
everybody.
next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Same bad time, same bad channel. Next Friday. Ow! God! Good night.
Good night.
I'm deaf. Good Lord.